and they're very, very corny. So they're definitely fake, lame individuals and real life losers. So don't even listen to the bullshit they're saying. But Big Man, I definitely feel you too, because you and Kalima are saying the same thing for real. Like the history that
Bro,
us men
Beaver's
have
just
of
going
abusing
off
and
the
raping them.
numbers. I don't.
You,
To say he's a
well,
little rapey, I think that's a little extreme. He's just going off the numbers, brother. But
I think no. I actually just hold on. Wait a second. This is interesting because it was more of the dismissal
Right.
of you're not logical. Well, even because there's an irony, right? Beaver's calling me warped because I'm assessing an unknown man's intentions in the middle of a forest. Okay, where I know what type of men are attracted to these, right? So a man's intentions, and and he's telling me, oh well, you're gonna choose the bear, and that's you're warped because of it. Like, yeah, I'm if there's something that I'm fearing, I'm telling you, like, fear is literally a risk detection system. That's what I'm trying to explain, right? Your emotion is involved. Emotion, it's emotional. Of course, it's emotional, right? And there's I'm this is I'm choosing between two encounters. One, I know what a bear is. I know what a bear is capable of. I just as Kalima was saying, yeah, they definitely could totally rip me the fuck apart. Yeah, absolutely, sure. But guess what? I still have the understanding and knowledge of what the intention is. It's a fucking bear. It's, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's shitty that I'm gonna get ripped apart, and that sucks. But it's a bear, okay? But then if I choose and I wrongly assess the danger of this man, okay, there's going to be consequences that are horrible and terrifying. And that is what I'm trying to say. And it is logical.
It's
And
just
and you need to think about that
you're
because
not understanding the actual question, the original question.
what's the original
Big Man,
question?
just give it up. He's gonna keep being dismissive. He's not conscious enough to
I'm not being
understand.
dismissive.
So
I'm
don't even
just
waste your
telling
time on
you
it.
the odds. If you want to survive,
Beaver, but Beaver, we do understand the question. We can, and that's why we are answering the way that we are. What you don't understand is the mind and the dangers that women have to think about on a daily fucking basis. We just don't live in the same reality, and that's okay.
no,
But
I understand that part. But I'm saying that part's accounted for in the statistics. That's what I'm
but the
saying.
statistics don't fucking matter in the equation, bro. When you're thinking
And that's why I
when
said,
you're
yeah,
thinking about it
if you would take that
logically,
1 in 1 billion chance of getting raped, you would rather have a
but
greater
it's
chance of
not
dying. I
one
get
in a
that part.
billion. Bro, do you understand that literally like one in what was it, like 1 in 4, 1 in 5 women have experienced some type of sexual deep sexually deviant in their life? And that
Yes.
means that literally that the 1 in 5 women that I know in my life have experienced that, and we've talked about it, or they've told me that shit or something at some point in their life. So why the fuck would I chase a strange man that I don't know in the fucking forest with a weapon, with a killing weapon,
Who said he had a
to
weapon?
be? No, I'm just okay. Fine, we can say that he doesn't have a weapon, whatever the case is, with or without a weapon. Again, as a man, as a woman that's poor, he's legitimately could probably overpower me. So no, I cannot. I do not know which side of this line you fall under, and I cannot take my 50-50 chances with that. Because again, I would rather be mauled and eaten alive by a bear than the possibility of me being raped
Okay, that
and
part I
then
get.
killed
That part I
anyway.
get. I understand. You rather die in a brutal death than get raped.
Yes,
I understand that part.
because literally that is the decision that we're choosing between being killed by the bear or the possibility of being raped and then anyway. Because we don't know what side of the line he falls on.
They will follow themselves.
I wish there was someone that is smarter than me that could articulate the psychological. thing that I'm identifying that I just can't formulate and put into words.
Can I give
But
it a go?
it's a yeah. Just give me a second. I'm just kidding. My phone's about to die, Tommy.
I think that there's so each time that you say documentary or stories, just a question: how many of these are fictitious podcasts, but you're using the word documentary? Is there anything there? I'm gonna just leave that there. I'm gonna go on mute.
I don't do podcasts. What I was referring to, my mom watches those crime like documentaries of like the serial killers, and so in the whole lead up to how they were found and over the period of time, like that's the shit. So I mean, like, I don't, but it doesn't matter, because even if I didn't watch those, I still have my life experience to know how creepy some men are and what type of man would be attracted to be in a forest surrounded by absolutely nothing but nothing, their own power. Okay, terrifying. No, absolutely not. And that's what that was the thing that I was going to say. Like, there has to be some way to articulate the psychological choice to wanting to understand and know, right? Taking the behavioral rep of what a bear is capable of, what a bear is, versus this man that's completely unknown, and not understanding. Like, I'm going to be mentally hunted by the human, the man, long after our interaction is over, right? And I'm gonna be fearful. I'm gonna be looking over my shoulder. With the bear, right? Chances are, like they even talk about this. National Park Service tells you, they give you
Who's they?
bear spreads. Most of the time, the bears they're scared. They're gonna hear you coming. They're gonna take off. If they're aggressive, they're defending their space or defending their cubs, or they're hungry. Small chance, and that's like the lesser. But bear attacks are rare. Okay? Yeah, no, fuck yeah. A bear or a man, that's easy.
That's actually a pretty solid point, because I'm thinking about just the idea of like that for like I'm coming around that corner, like, frame by frame. And the question is, do you believe that in that same time that it takes to decipher, is this thing like trying to hurt me and its mood and all that, that it is faster for you to understand, okay, this bear wants to kill me, it doesn't care, blah, blah, blah. It can take you less time to understand that than it would for just spotting a man and having to, like, okay, this guy is just standing there, you can't really see his face, because like a bear is just kind of bearing out, right? Maybe, like, is there anything there?
That's
For
it.
sure. That's the exact thing that we're saying, bro. That we understand the intentions there, but having to wrestle with the intentions of this strange person, and you don't know which side of the spectrum they fall on. If they're gonna, like, if they're friend or foe, that's a lot harder to parse out. You know exactly what the bear's intentions are, or you're more likely, or even if you don't know exactly, you're more likely to know because they're operating from an animalistic standpoint. But you don't know what side of, like I said, you don't know which side of the spectrum this human is on. And I'm taking my chances with 100% bear, rather than the human. I'm just not willing to take my chances on a fucking human.
Well, if the goal is not survival and the goal is not to get raped, if the goal is not to get raped and the goal is not survival, then I understand your decision, because the bear's not going to rape you. There's like probably a less than 0.00001% chance that a bear would like rape you, versus a man. If I get
But
it,
Beaver,
if that's your proposition, or that's what you're deciding your factor is, your goal is just not to get raped, then yes, I understand your decision. If your decision is to survive and get out of there alive without being either killed or maimed, then I don't understand the decision.
is there even
Hey,
a time
shout
to
out to
formulate
my
a goal?
nigga D and this bitch, man. What up with you, D?
But Timothy, that's I mean, sorry, but Beaver, what you're not understanding is for women that is the decision that not the decision that you're making because that's not your lived experience or the experience of anybody that you know. But for women, that is the exact decision.
Yeah, I
Hold on,
understand.
y'all, I'm getting a call. Hold
I understand that.
So would it be different if it was like a man had a little park ranger vest on? Would that switch the scenario up? A woman would feel a little bit safer gravitating towards a random man with a park ranger vest on.
Bima, what's your stance on the vest?
Will the vest make a difference, Bima?
The vest, Bima.
A hunting vest?
The
park
vest.
ranger
It's a
vest.
dark vest.
Oh, a park ranger
It could be.
vest?
I mean, it could be a fake park ranger vest.
It
but
could
still,
be, it could
it has a
on.
park
That's
ranger vest.
all I'm
Timothy,
thinking about is
that's
this
what-
nigga could have killed the park ranger and took it.
See, but
And I'm
that's
the second victim.
So even
That's
with
exactly-
the vest, you would still take your chance with the bear.
See, and yeah, thank you for bringing that up because you know what, that really, I feel like now we're getting maybe to more the nitty gritty of this, okay? Because it's what we're thinking in our minds. It's like we're
Dolan Park Ranger Valor.
choosing the bear is not choosing between being attacked by the bear and being attacked by the man. We're choosing between encountering each one of them. Okay? So, and that's what Beaver, I think, see, hold it, cause wait, we could process this. I need you guys to help keep building this with me, okay? Because look, right? There's that matters. If your goal is survival, blah, blah, blah. If the bear doesn't perceive us as a threat or food, we're good, right? If the man is an okay man, he could do the same thing. But if man is some psychotic, sick predator, okay, he has all of these extra things that the same danger with the bear doesn't possess. Okay, now he can, and I had mentioned this last time, he can hide what his intentions are. Oh yeah, just blah blah, and then he hunts me and waits for me to be unguarded. He might try to talk to me, gain my trust. He could follow me. He could strategically choose to, I don't know, trap
And you don't
me,
even have to.
restrict.
And we don't even
There's
have to go
something.
to that
So
level, Bima, because men will be in whole relationships with women for a year more, and she don't know that he got a whole other family in this other place, or just some kind of like people can pretend really fucking well, and the only thing that you really have to go on is their behavior and or your instincts. And I'm
So-
choosing me and my instincts over everything.
So even the park ranger vest isn't enough to sway you to go towards the man.
No, I need to have the hearing a truck and seeing the symbols and all kind of shit before I. Nope, not doing it. You need to have a walk.
Exactly.
Be talking to somebody. I need all of the
Yes.
to give me indication that you.
Because it's threat detection, Timothy. It's because again, we don't know. We know what the fucking bear is capable of. We know what it's gonna want to do. We know it's either gonna want to kill us, it's gonna be scared, or it's gonna want to protect something. It's cave space, okay? But with the human, we have no fucking idea what's gonna happen. We have no idea. And that's what's so scary about it.
The man, and I was in a dark alley where I shouldn't be, and some big buffed out guy, because I'm not that big, I certainly saw him, and I had a choice between that and a bear. I think I'd feel similar in a way until I checked what the dude's intentions were. So I think it's context too. Men also can be in quote unquote scary situations with other men or situations and not know what to do.
But Maximilian, I've offered, and I'll offer it again in here. We've offered the same explanation or situation in other rooms. So the situation for the women, you know what that is. So if you flip it or make it, like I said, make it equal in context in the emotional or historical context for a man. Let's say you are in the forest, you choosing between encountering a bear or a man who is guaranteed to overpower you and do whatever the fuck he wants with you after that. Are you still choosing the man or are you going to choose the bear? Because for women, that is the exact choice that we're making in our head.
Well, the difference between that would be one is inferred and the other is already on the table.
You better explain that. I don't know what you mean.
A woman is inferring that a man is going to do X, Y, Z. When you reverse the roles with the man, you already said the man is going to dominate you X, Y, Z. So it's like,
but that's not inferred for a woman. I'm 5'4". The average man is 5'9". That's a whole 5 inches taller than me, which means he's probably going to weigh more than me. You guys have more muscle mass. It is almost universally automatically assumed that I'm going to be overpowered by a man. And that's why I'm giving the exact same situation to the man. You encounter and he powers you and can do and after that of course can do whatever the fuck he wants. Because again, that is the situation for the average woman when you're talking about a man. Because
I would relate it to the jail experience with men. The men's paranoia, I'll just speak in general. Somebody's never been to jail, but part of the scary thing is forced homosexuality on you, And I don't know, but men, I think it's contextual. Of course, you're in a force is different, but men in a prison, there's a lot of that scary shit that goes on back and forth in different contexts.
But even if you don't, but you don't even have to put it in the prison context. You can literally leave it in the same forest context with a bear or a man that will overpower you. Because again, that is the situation for most women.
Again.
So yeah, the fear is worse than the fear of death and getting involved in prison. Yeah, I get it. I'd rather be killed than tortured, so I would choose. It's just whatever the goal is, though. That's what matters. To survive and get out of there. If you have kids, you're a mother, then versus
don't give a fuck.
Getting raped.
No, don't give a fuck. I'm not living with the decision that you made for me. No, I would rather fucking die. I would rather die than not be able to choose what's happening to my body.
But it's just a matter of those odds, though. If you want to weigh
that's because Kalima not a good girl.
If you want to weigh the odds were so it was astronomical, 1 in 8 billion that you would get raped versus 1 in 100 that you would get mauled by the bear. Would you still choose it?
But in reality, I don't know those odds are there.
No, I'm saying what if God came down and said this is what the odds of what happened, and He tells you this is what it's 1 in 8 billion you'll get raped versus 1 in 100 you'll get mauled by the bear. What would you do?
I'm still choosing the bear because I don't want no possibility that I can get raped. I'm sorry, bro. It's just not gonna fucking happen.
I just understand.
Well, Beaver, what if you had a situation where myself, I was using the prison situation because that's easier for me to relate to than the woods. I guess, I guess I would definitely pick getting raped, but I don't like the choice. It's like, it's pick your poison, right? But So it's individual. I think there's a lot of women that would pick being raped, right? So it's an individual choice.
Let me
But I also think that a lot of people don't
Think this pussy is crazy.
understand the shut up, Mar. I think a lot of people also don't understand the psychological lifetime effects that being taken advantage of in that way really affect you. And I would rather fucking die than have to live with that shit. And that's why I believe that rapists should get more time in jail than a fucking murderer.
Well, can I throw another wrinkle into this scenario real quick? What's up, everybody? So Kalima and Bima. Let's say the forest, right? You're in the forest, national park. It's not nighttime, it's daytime. Park, daytime. And you're by yourself, and a bear starts charging at you, right? A bear's there, and you're running from the bear. Then you like turn the corner, and then boom, there's a guy there on a 4-wheeler or like an ATV, and the guy's like, hop on, hop on, hop on. Would you be like, nah, I'm good, and you just keep trying to run from the bear? Or would you hop on the guy's ATV to help you, to get you out of there? Or would you take your chances with the bear?
I would get on the ATV and just fuck away from him too.
Fair enough.
Because not everybody that helps you out of a bad situation is your friend.
Damn. Who hurt you, girl?
You, nigga, what the fuck up?
I've loved you since season 1, Kalima. You know that.
And I don't love you. Never have. Never will.
Bima, would you get on the 4-wheeler with the guy, or would you try to outrun the bear?
No.
Yeah, I'm getting on the.
It's not Bima, stupid.
Because I could still clobber him and take the 4-wheeler and get away.
I knew that was coming.
I mean, I'm getting back at you, honey, so you best believe I'm going to have something prepared.
You might have Stockholm though, because he saved your life.
I'm going to have my knife on me either way already, so I'm going to get on the back of the 4-wheeler, but I'm going to have my knife in my hand.
Exactly.
My Rambo knife is going to be real close.
So is this a dating room? Uh-huh.
Like this, the 3-inch ordnance rifle could easily hit.
Nah, they not real life scenarios, man. This shit really can happen.
Oh yeah, I get it. I think for me, what I think of is more that, I don't know, in life situation. Of course, this one is just like you got to figure it out and do it right away. But usually, even just any situation, you check people out. Just say, hey, what's up? And if you get a bad vibe, then you run, right? But and I don't think there's anything wrong with her response. It's just that that's her response, and she's got her reasons for it. But it doesn't mean it's every woman's response or anybody that even has to make sense to us because that's what she thinks.
Hold on, I think Chloe just unpacked and broke it all down with the question. Here we go. Chloe just figured it out. Chloe asked in the chat, what about the non-human creatures that have inhabited our national parks and forests since, okay, so we're talking, they're not this, we're talking potential aliens, we're talking some shit we don't know. In that case, I would take my chances with the white man. Okay, so now maybe you understand, right? When you can understand what we're looking at, how human beings assess danger, we're looking at, okay,
Silence is the best.
what is going to potentially happen? Like, how do you understand what is the probability of attack? What is the predictability? What do I know about this? What can I control? What do I know? How do I know, like, intent, deception, all this stuff? How can I escape? How can I overcome? Yeah, if it's now gonna be something else that's unknown, that's more unknown than it, yeah, I would take the man. Chloe, you did a great job.
You could still get raped.
See, sometimes if I wanted to, I want to slap you. Because I are you trolling me?
No, what you said doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so what I'm trying.
I think I get what you mean, so I'll try if you want.
Are we gonna skate by the non-human creatures?
Like Bigfoot and aliens and
Hey, look, stop scrolling.
Like
Jesus
a
got you.
chupacabra?
It's just understanding what you're facing. When I face a bear and a human, I know more about the bear, how to react, intentions, predictability, controllability. I can assess for all of those things. A man, there's a whole slew of elements that I cannot account for anymore. Okay, because I don't know so much. So now, if we were to compare, now, we're talking about all of the regular shit of a man, and then all of the extra elements of having no respect. Are we going to be abducted? Are we going to be brought to a new planet? Are we going to be, like taken and held until we're 300 years old and just, what is it called? Biopsy down or whatever it's called. We don't know. So it is the encounter and the understanding of fear of risk assessment of the potential fear.
Yeah, when you go on a date, you're always evaluating men too, right? Like you ask him questions and you figure out whether he's sleazy or not. So the evaluation goes on. What if you had a couple questions you could ask the guy you met in the forest to figure out if he was going to get you? You'd be able to fight it out a little bit at least. Of course, you could be deceived, but I think every day we're trying to check out stuff, right?
Well, there's a bit of a misnomer here also. Like, you guys are taking the forest thing a little literally. You're like, oh, the type of guy that would be on the forest late at night by himself. Beaver specifically is like a random person. It's like you get a random guy picked at random, just put there, right? There's way more better good guys than there's bad guys. I probably said that wrong.
Germany, as well as most
But like,
other countries in the first
he
world.
specifically said a random person.
But we wouldn't know that. But right. But that was all added afterwards. If there was like, okay, yes, it was. That's never. You added that today. Every other time that we've ever talked about this, you've never ever
no, when
mentioned.
the odds came up, that was not that. No.
No, I've never heard that it's a random selection because that makes all the difference. We're
That's what
talking
was
about an
that?
encounter
Who's always
of,
said that? Hold on, who's always said that?
you know.
A random
Yes.
man or a bear.
Well, hold on. See, that could have just been ambiguous, though. You're now adding. You're just adding things like some random selection, just plucking out of a group of a bunch of men,
Yes.
versus the type of man that you would find inside. Because that's the original question that was asked. That's the viral question. If you were a woman and you were in a forest, would you rather come across a man or a bear? That's the question.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's a type. Okay, I know, but you're like, well, the kind of guy that's in a forest by himself is always trying to do harm. I mean, yeah, I would agree with you there. But if it's a random guy out of all the men in America, you just pick one. Your chances of finding the guy who's gonna rape and murder you is very.
Well, that changes everything, though. That changes everything. Because now we're talking about not a man that's a hunter, not a man that would be willing to be psychologically in a place to go and to do all of the things. You're talking about completely, it changes the question entirely.
Bima, I asked you earlier if God came down and said you have a 99% chance of surviving with the guy and a 96% chance with the bear, you said you would still choose the bear.
Yes, but that's because it's still an encounter that I'm going to be encountering a man in a forest that would put himself there intentionally, and a bear. Yes, because I'm not assessing whether the man is going to, slaughter me. Is that the death by man is worse than the death by bear. It's not what I'm assessing. What I'm assessing is if I encounter a bear, the high likelihood is that it's just going to run away. Very rare. Versus some man, which I would have
But
to.
the odds have already been assessed for you. They were given to
But
you.
it
You only
doesn't.
paid
But
race
that is. But that statistics cannot account for psychological. It's for everything. It just doesn't work that.
Yeah, that's why it's an art.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're talking about survival though. Like,
are you talking about survival or not getting raped? Because that changes the decision.
No, it doesn't matter to me. I wouldn't need to know if it was rape or anything or survival. It doesn't matter to me. It's whether I would, in a forest, would I choose to encounter a man or a bear. And it's going to be a bear every...
Hey, I just came in after listening. So you guys are talking about which is more dangerous, a bear or a man. I literally just came in.
Yeah, but it depends on what your goal is. If you want to survive or not get raped, or it's just, yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to be honest. A bear is going to be more dangerous than a man. I mean, if you're in the forest, would you rather encounter a bear or a human man? I think any a man would be more.
Yeah, for survival. But some women rather die. Some women rather die and get eaten alive than be raped, which is, I understand that. So that changes the decision because a bear won't rape you. Like, a bear's not going to rape you ever. Maybe like an astral chance that now learn how to rape a human. But yeah, I understand you do.
I mean, I get it, but
Hold on a second.
I mean, why are we going on the premise that that it always has to be something with rape? That's extreme. Like, I mean, not every man is.
Well, Bima said that it's a statistic that men go to these forests, and that's like what goes on in those forests and parks and things of that nature. So it's a variable.
Take her to the hospital and find out who she really is.
I can understand. I mean, I understand the statistics they're coming from. Like, I don't blame where she's coming from. I get it. I get the fear, but I mean, just being honest with you, I think it's different when you talk about it versus being in the situation in real life. Like, it's easy to say, yeah, if I'm in a forest, I would much rather encounter a bear. But when you're actually confronted with the bear, and then you have the option of being confronted with a man, 9 times out of 10, you are going to choose the human man because you just know a bear is going to kill you. You're going to be sliced in half. It's more painful to be destroyed by a bear than any pain a human man could inflict on you. But I mean, and I would say this, Bima, your chances of surviving, if that's the case, like if a man's going to be a serial killer or rapist, your chances of surviving the human man would be higher, given that you could have more tools to fight back or run away. Versus a bear would be like, you're guaranteed to be destroyed. You're gonna get killed. So, I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. So everyone's saying that bears are more dangerous. Men are more dangerous than bears.
That is the premise that most females have taken. From what I took from most females that gave their opinion that they trust the bear more than the man.
I haven't heard one thing, big man.
Lord have mercy. God, Jesus Christ. You know, this is extreme. Good God. Good God. So
Well, that's why I wanted to
in 2026, are we really saying that a man is more dangerous than the bear, more scary?
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my, can't make this up.
But
Yeah.
that's why wanted to make it clear with Bima, like, look, Bima, I would agree with you there. If you're alone in a forest at night and you come across a man by himself, alone, also in a forest at night, yeah, odds are that guy's out to do harm to somebody. I would agree with you there. Because you're like, well, it's the type of guy who's going to be out in the forest alone at night, really cause trouble. I would agree with you. But I always thought Beaver's original question was a random man plucked from society and a bear. And you're walking around and just you come across the random man or the bear. That's what I always initially thought it was. If you guys are like, well, the type of man who's walking around the forest at night by himself, well, yeah, no shit. Odds are it's a psychopath. But I always thought it was a random man. That's why I said that. And I think that odds are you're better off with a random man than any bear.
That man would most likely protect you. I mean, I would hope to God to see a random man in the forest if I see a bear. You know, if let's just put it like this, right? If we all have a child, you have a daughter or son, and your daughter or son is lost in the forest, I would much rather my child to be found by a random man in the forest than a bear, given that the random man more than likely would more than likely I have faith in humanity. I don't have a negative lens on all men, but more than likely would protect or reach out or reach for the police or call someone for that child. I mean, yeah, there's
Okay,
crazy
all
people
right. No,
out
well,
there,
that's
but there's a higher chance.
okay. So
There's a higher chance.
that's a different scenario. So what about you have an 18-year-old daughter who is hiking alone in the national park, okay? And she can come across a bear or a man. What do you prefer she comes across?
I would say a man because a bear is guaranteed. I want my daughter to be safe and alive.
No, they're not. Their bear attacks are rare. National Park Servicemen say it's rare. Most of the time they're scared, they're gonna run away. It's a small. Most of the time they mostly run away when they hear humans coming or see humans coming. Then they're going to be protective of their space or no, their children, right? They're going to protect their children, then they're going to protect their space. And then there's the smaller percent chance that they're really hungry and they found you and they're hunting and yeah, you're now prey. Okay, you're now food. But you're worm food, right? So it's the encounter. And if you think that you would prefer, like if you could see, yeah, I don't even know what to say to that. That
Are
you
you
would
saying
prefer,
more likely than not the bear would run away? And you're also saying
right?
more likely not the man will rape and murder the woman.
No, I'm saying that I can't tell that intention. That psychologically there are so many elements that I are completely unknown for me. So my threat assessment is I'm going off of extremely little information. I don't know anything about this guy. I know the type of people that are uh, attracted to going into the wilderness alone. I know the type of people that are attracted to hunting in the wilderness alone. I know the type of people that are comfortable with solitude, hunting in the forest. You get what I'm saying? Okay? Like you're talking about a very specific type of person that's going to be out there. And most of your life choices at this point, I'm suspicious of. Okay? Unless you're an old man. If you're an old man, now that changes things. Okay? Like I'm talking like old because now that's different. Now you're just lonely and old and you're just trying to find something to do, whatever. Okay. But if you're like up to 50 or a fit 65, up to about a fit 65, yeah, fuck no, I'm taking the fucking bear.
My God, my God, my God. No, I listen, being I don't shame where coming from. I'm just surprised. I'm just like, wow. You know,
This is blowing your mind, huh?
I mean, yeah. I mean, look, I left America in 2022. I'm just listen. The last time I left America, we had a lot of gender issues, but I did not know we are more dangerous than bears. You know what, man? If I'm gonna go to the forest right now and test that out. I'll be.
A lot's changed since you left.
Yeah, I'm walking in the forest right now. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna bear. If I come back to life, I'll let you.
No, it's not about being stronger. It's about capability and risk assessment and threat assessment and understanding what I'm up against. Intention. Okay, understanding just so many other psychological elements that just isn't there for a bear. A bear, you just know what a bear is.
I mean, does this just demonstrate how what can I say? How goddamn sick men have became to where a woman will take their chances with a bear than with a man? Like, is that something as men we need to evaluate and look at ourselves?
No, I think it's more about women making emotional decisions. Like in voting, like in this, it's an emotional decision. Yes, I agree, Timothy. Y'all definitely need to evaluate yourselves as men for why women are choosing the bear and not fucking human.
I don't know what I did or what I said in my whole life to warrant me being more aggressive than a bear. I mean,
It's not aggression. It's about being more than a fucking bear.
Lord have mercy. See, this is what I'm talking about. That is a wild assumption. More, I would say this. I think the premise of the fear of men is justified to a degree. Yes, I understand that there's a lot of bad guys out there who do a lot of bad things, and we know it. Statistically, yes. But to say that as a general statement, bears are more safer than men, it just goes to show how far off we are as human beings.
Oh,
I don't think we have lived in the wild long enough. Most of us live in our homes in a first world country, but
well,
just go
D,
to the,
just for clarity, D, they all agree to this. They're not saying the bear's like safer than the man or whatever, or they have a better
Correct.
shot. They're saying they're going to get murdered by the bear, and they're going to get murdered by the man. But they're saying at least they won't get raped by the man. That's the logic. Logic is murder, but the man comes with rape and murder. The bear just comes with murder. So they're not picking it because they think they have a better shot. They're picking it because they don't want to have rape and murder.
And torture and potential torture and abuse and like long term, am I going to get like who the fuck knows? Am I going to be hunted first? Is there going to be like this friendly gain my trust type bullshit game, and then when I let my fear down I'm taking a piss, and who the fuck knows? I'm terrified. I'm seeing a man and I'm going about my way in a national park. I'm by myself. Haven't seen. Yeah, no. I see a bear. Good. Saw the bear. Know what the bear is doing. I survived it. Excellent. The psychological the haunting. What is it called? The psychological. What is it called when somebody like? Is it haunt? No, but it's haunting. The haunting. There's a word I'm looking for. But the psychological terrorism that would go on far after that original encounter, it's no. I rather
So
see
Beamer, that leads me to follow what I said earlier. Most women are raising these men. So how would you tackle that situation as far as not being safe around men, but these women are raising men for the most part?
Let's see, what y'all don't understand, what y'all don't take into account is the influence of other males around them. Because you can be raised by your mom and she can raise you, quote unquote, raise you right and all that type of stuff. But men seek validation from other men. And if the validation that they're seeking is based on some fucked up behaviors and warped thinking because
of their beliefs about masculinity, then what their mom is telling them kind of don't mean shit. Also, when those behaviors are rewarded by society, then they really don't have a reason to give a fuck what their mom was telling them or teaching them.
The thing is, Klima, you're not wrong per se. Like you're not wrong. I would just say that a lot of our arguments, I would say a lot of your arguments are just a bit too extreme. Like it's not wrong, but it's on the deeper end, like deeper than what is like normal. Like there's a spectrum, and I like to look at the pyramid. Whereas on top you have men who are the strongest, right, and then women goes next, and then children goes after. And when you look at abuse patterns, right, it usually becomes the male abuses the wife, and usually the mother, if she has the power of her kids, she abuses her kids. This is why we always see a lot of women, abuse kids on TV. Female teachers abusing little boys in school. That's another argument that doesn't get talked about in the feminist space. It's usually a power play, one above the other. Whoever has more power than the other. So I kind of look at all evil as the same. I don't think men are more evil than women, and I don't think women are more evil than men. I just think that men are just bigger, who have more physical power over women. Like women have more physical power over little kids, and so. But to say that love would be more safer than a man, I think to the conclusion that we need to start having more healthy debates, conversations about the humanity of men and women, because it's almost on the other side of the spectrum where you hear women say that, well, you have the Andrew Tates and you have all these weird manosphere men that lump all women as one single entity is all they're bad or crazy. But then you have women who do the exact same thing, who says these extreme things like, wow, a bear, like you would much rather feel safer with a bear in the forest than with a human man. That's a little extreme, don't you?
No, I truly don't. Because again, you weren't, I don't know if you were in here, but let's again equate the situation
He was not.
to you as a man. If you are in the forest and you can guarantee this man is going to overpower me and he will be able to do whatever the fuck he wants to me, or the bear. Because for women, that is the exact situation when man or bear in the forest. Because again, the average woman can likely be overpowered by a man. So again, you as a man, you're guaranteed to get in this situation because this is what it is for women. This is really the true situation. You overpowered by a man, he can do whatever the fuck he wants to you in the forest, or the bear. What's your choice?
I see. I see. All right then. Well, if that's the case that we're going on, it would make more sense if you say, well, if you see a man in the forest who looks crazy, who
No,
appears to be psychotic.
but that's not even the thing, though. See,
But you're
now
saying all
you're
men,
taking
right?
it.
Like
Hold
any
on,
man.
hold on. Now you're taking it to the extreme because it doesn't matter how the man looks to me as a woman. I don't know his intentions, and that is the thing that women are in fear of: the unknown. Because statistically, again, a lot of the other women that we know, have been assaulted or mishandled sexually in some type of way from the time throughout their lifetime at some point. So, since we all know somebody that shit's happened to, yes, we're looking at all of y'all like y'all could be the same type of individual because we don't know. So again, that is the exact situation: being overpowered by someone and them having their way with you versus the bear.
That's crazy. Wow. I can see where you're coming from. Like I can understand given that like if you grow up your whole life, you see these things on TV, it doesn't surprise me that you think this way. But um, you know, but I think it goes to a bigger conversation that we need to start having a more balanced, healthier worldview. Um, you know, believe that a lot of what you guys think is a bit over extreme, a bit too generalized. Like, it's some truth to what you're saying. I'm not denying that, but it's way too much. Like to say that, like your chances of any man, every man is, is always going to be a fear based encounter. It just goes so that as a society we're failing somewhere. I don't know if we as men are failing or what, but as a society we are failing, and a lot of women are seem to be very terrified.
I mean, it also seems like the
It's for
discussion is,
perfectly good reason. 1 in 5 women, bro. 1 in 5. And I don't know what which side, this strange man that I don't know that I'm meeting up with in the forest, whether it's daytime, nighttime, or anything in between. I don't know him
what
or his intentions
the
or which side
fuck?
or what side. Shut up. Or what
Shut up,
side of
stud.
anyway,
You're a
or
stud.
what side of the line he falls on. I don't have a fucking clue which side he falls on. So I'm gonna have to assume the worst. That's just the way that things are, bro. And that's not the fault of women. That's y'all's fault.
Yeah, it's a big issue.
So,
That's a worldview that I can't argue.
so with men, you said is 1 to 4, 1 to 5. It, with women, it's 1 in 14. So, why do we? I feel like as a society gloss over women doing such things to men. The men are always getting highlighted. Yeah, I mean, I know 1 to 14's different, but it just seems, it's some women out there as well that have that type of
I
behavior.
understand that, and I completely agree with you. That definitely should not be glossed over. But what I will say is that y'all need to report that shit more often. We talk to little girls, y'all little boys like that as well. Because there's so many dudes out here that don't even understand that they were sexually assaulted. They think that they take shit as a badge of honor because they got to fuck this female that was older than them, and they just thought they was the man, they was that nigga. Nah, bro, you were assaulted. That should not have happened to you, but they don't see it that way, and unfortunately, that's just, I don't know if that's like a coping mechanism or just some bravado type shit, but we truly need to talk to little boys the same way that we do to little girls. This is your no area. Nobody should be touching you here. All that same type of stuff that we tell little girls and try to protect them. We need to be protecting our little boys like that too, but we don't. And that's the unfortunate part of the situation. But to me, the same thing with women that put their hands on men. Y'all need to report. Send that bitch to fucking jail. Send that bitch to jail. If she puts her hands on you, send her to the people. Bring them, put that paper in her fucking life. And then maybe people will start to take that shit. The cops will start to take that shit more seriously. Society will start to take that shit more seriously. And you all will start to take that shit seriously when your homeboy tells you that his girlfriend decided to muff him or punch him or whatever the case is. Take that shit seriously the same way that we as women take it seriously.
I mean, you're right. She's right about that. I mean, we don't take it too seriously as we should. I mean, I can attest to that. I had experiences where, when I was younger, older women did various things that would be inappropriate if our roles were reversed. As a man doing that to a little girl. So of course, that's something that needs to be talked about. But I would say it even goes as far that society kind of overlooks it. Both men and women kind of overlook it a little bit. I wouldn't even say it's just one fault. I would say that, given that, like, looking at Michael Jackson and Diana Ross, I mean, she was grooming him since he was a little boy, and society still loves that woman and still vindicates her. So there's a lot of these ladies out there that do those things, but I would go as far as saying that the generalizations is just not helpful. I mean, I get the premise of the conversation, like going back to the bear topic of you and Bima. I get where you're coming from. I get the fear that you have. But to if it's not going to yield any positive results for our society, because what it does is it just tells a lot of guys that, hey, we see you all as bad. Prove yourselves innocent, upon me. And if you're a guy that doesn't do those things, you're just a normal, good guy. We all grew up as little kids. We don't think that way when we're kids. And you hear these talking points, you're gonna think, wow, I mean, I'm already a villain before I even had a chance to even like show who I am. Like why vilify me? And so, it just further the gender gap, the gender divide, and I don't think it's helpful, but I get where you're coming from.
What's your stance on abortion?
Man, that is a difficult topic. I would
Yeah,
say
man.
this.
I was just gonna ask
That's
what
that's
side
a,
you stand on. I
yeah,
want to know
yeah.
what side Kalima stands on as well.
All right, well, I'll say this. In Japan, a woman's not allowed to get an abortion unless she has signed consent. And there's a lot of fight and arguments on that topic. So for me, you know, I my mindset is this: is that if it depends on the cause. If a woman was attacked or harassed or raped and she chooses to get an abortion, for making that choice. I mean, I might feel some type of way, but that is ultimately her choice. But if it's going to be like, okay, you met this guy at a party, you guys had fun, you didn't want to wrap it up, instead you want to go raw, and then now you're pregnant, and all of a sudden now you want to have an abortion, I just really think it does a disinterest to that child. So, like, if it's a rape or assault or something that was genuinely, uh, big, abortion in my mind would be okay. I can understand her reasoning, but these days it just seems like, yeah, I want to be a porn star, or I can be an OnlyFans model, and I can just have sex with whoever I want with no condom, and let's just get an abortion. Yeah, 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 yeah. Look at the statistics of how many women in the pornography industry choose to get an abortion. It's unnecessary.
Oh, I disagree completely. Well, not completely. I definitely agree with uh, that assault, rape, incest, all that type of shit. Yeah, fuck that. Send it to heaven. Send it to the angels. Because hell no. I feel like, but I also feel like people shouldn't be using abortion as a form of like birth control. Because that's crazy. How about you just make better decisions? But also, some of y'all motherfuckers just don't need to be parents. Y'all don't need to have children that you don't fucking like, that you don't actually want to take care of, that you're never going to treat in the way that you should. You're not gonna love them. You're not gonna take care of them. You don't need to do it. Like, nah. Some people just should not procreate, and to me, that's just what the fuck it is. I don't think you should use it as birth control. However, I'm not. I don't even think it should be like pro life or pro choice. Because to me, it should be pro choice or no choice. Because that's really what it is. But Republicans like to do this thing with words where things sound a certain way, and therefore people get behind it. But yeah, like I said, don't use it as birth control. But also, some of y'all motherfuckers don't need to have shit.
Yeah, that kind of sums it up. I mean, I saw this guy on YouTube the other day. He was like, "Yeah, you know what? We need to just ban all contraceptives," and I instantly just clicked off the video because he just sounds ridiculous. It's ridiculous because I mean, I get where he's coming, but it's just ridiculous. So no, I don't. I'm not the kind of person I'd be like, abortion is bad. No, 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 no.
Also, uh, if anybody should have contraceptives, it really should be the men. Because y'all can impregnate as many women as you want to. A woman can only and and bring a child to term once in a calendar year. So, really, in my opinion, more of the onus should be on men. I think that if we had proper health care in our country, a lot of y'all young men should be getting vasectomies when y'all turn 18. to get married and have children and shit like that. You should get it reversed. Because again, y'all are more of a problem than women are because y'all can impregnate as many as you want to, and a woman can only have one in a calendar year.
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's a crazy topic. It's sensitive. I'm triggered. I don't feel comfortable in the space. You know, I'm gonna have to call someone's manager.
Do you guys think that? Do you think men should have an equal amount of say so when it comes to that process, or should it how it typically is the woman, ultimately has 100% of what goes on?
I think that it should be the woman because it's her body. If you could tap out and tap him and tag him in to carry the child, then it'd be a little different. But ultimately, it's really on her. And when a woman is pregnant, she got one foot in the grave, and the next one on the banana peel.
Even though that's our semen in that, even though that's our semen inside
Yeah,
of you.
hey, once it comes out of your penis, that shit belongs to her now. Sorry for you, but that's just what it is. I mean,
well, let me ask you this. Kamala, or how do I say it?
Kalima.
Let me ask you this. My phone's upside down right now. Let me ask you this. If two people get pregnant, if the girl wants to have the abortion and the guy wants to keep the baby, I think we both agree the girl needs to have the abortion. It's her choice, right?
Yes, ultimately, yes.
Now let's say it's
say
flipped. Let's say the guy wants to have the baby, but the girl wants to have the. I'm sorry. Let's say the girl wants to have the baby, but the guy wants her to get rid of it. She still gets to have it, right? Her choice.
Yeah.
Should he be responsible for paying for it?
This right here is where I know a lot of women will probably disagree with me, and I don't give a fuck. I believe that if he does not want to be there for his child, then you need to sign away all your parental rights.
Right, no child support, no nothing.
Right, because that's the choice.
Oh yeah, no, women are not going for that.
Oh, and that's what I said. I know probably a lot of women will more than likely disagree with me, but again, like you knew what it was. If you were never in a committed situation or nothing like that, that means both of y'all were being reckless with your bodies, and we all understand. So,
Do you think that's a money move when women move like that, or like what is it for real?
I don't think it is all the time. Some women just genuinely want to have, and that's just what it is. It might be their belief system that they don't believe in abortion. But to me, if you don't believe in abortion, then you also should believe that. Well, I'm not going to say should. You also would typically, if you believe that for religious purposes, then it would stand to reason that your religion also tells you that you should not be reckless with your body. So you kind of can't have it both ways. But I don't think it's always a money move. For some women, of course it is, but I don't think it is that way for all, of course, because you can't paint everybody with the same brush.
You know what's crazy?
But also, I think that more people should be willing to put their children before themselves, and a lot of people are not. And that's again why I say that they should not be parents in the first fucking place. If you're unwilling your child's needs and in front of yours or the other parents, if you and basically you shouldn't hate your child's other parent more than you love your fucking child.
That's real. I agree with that point 100%. There's a lot of parents out there who should not be parents, and that's ridiculous. I would say this: if, and I heard this story from, I don't know where I heard it from. Anyways, if a girl's on top, and You guys are going in. You guys are going deep, having fun, and you know, she pulls off the rubber. Who is at fault of that pregnancy? Who's at fault if she pulls it off?
She is, and also that can technically be considered rape because if it was the opposite way and he pulled it off when she didn't know or didn't consent to it, then technically that's rape.
So at that point, who has the right to say they should or should not have the child? Who has the right?
Unfortunately, it's still her body. She's the one that has to take 10 months out of her life to grow that baby. So it's because it's her body, it's her choice.
It's crazy. It's crazy work.
So I have a scenario for
and
you.
this is why men should be more discerning and women should be discerning about who they have sex with.
Scenario for you, Kalima. You're married and you have a child. You're on a bridge and the car flips over. You're driving, you have your mom, your husband, your child with you. The car flips over and your mom, your husband off the bridge. You're going for your baby first?
Probably, yeah. Yep.
What about you, D? D. Mike Allen, what you doing?
My child all the way, 100%.
Going for the child.
Yeah, I'll help the child. I might even accidentally kick my wife's hand and knock her off. No, I'm just kidding.
This dude.
No, definitely my child first, obviously.
It's a baby for 5,000.
It's a super easy topic. I don't know why it's such a hard thing for us to decide on.
Okay, Mike, I have a question. Because this has been getting me since I was 18.
Wait, hold on.
Number one? Yeah.
Did you hear Timothy's question?
I didn't. What?
Okay, so the scenario is you're driving over this bridge and your car flips for some reason. You got your mom in the car, your wife in the car, and your child in the car. So the car flips. All three of them are like dangling off the bridge. Who are you going to rescue first?
Oh wow. Damn, Timothy, that's a deep topic. The child. Child comes first because at the end of the day, like, yeah, I love my wife, I love my mother, but I mean, I will hope that they all agree that children come first.
Okay. I'm on the side. I would save my wife.
Okay.
Interesting. Why do you say your wife?
Why?
I would say my wife because I can make another child. If I lose my wife, that's like my wife. That's the love of my life.
Mike, hold on, Mike. So you don't think that if you didn't choose your child, you wouldn't also lose your fucking wife?
I mean, if I lost my child, it would be dramatic either way. It would be traumatizing. But I can make another child with my. If I lost my wife.
No. But what I'm saying is, if you don't choose your child, you don't think your wife would have something to say about that? You don't think you would ultimately lose both of them?
I mean, I think my wife would want to save her. Because it's just like when you're dating, like a man is dating a new girl. A man is dating a girl that's not the biological dad, or I'm dating a new girl. No, I'm going to say this like this. A girl is dating me, but I'm not the biological dad. And the son disrespecting me in the house. I'm a want her to, you feel me? If she can't get her son in check, her son gotta go. Like, would you not agree?
No, hell no. Because I wouldn't know. Wait, how old is he? You said he's a teenager or he's an adult?
He's a teenager. He's about 15, 16 years old. You know, he's being real disrespectful.
He's still a kid, though. Where the fuck he supposed to go? I'm leaving. You can stay.
I mean, I'm paying all the bills. You know, I'm doing everything.
Again.
I'm providing for the man. You know, and it's like this. Your kid is being highly disrespectful. I think it gets to a certain point where it's like, you know, you supposed to choose your husband. Like,
No, I don't feel like that at all. I think you should always choose your child. Like, hell no. And like you said, if it's especially if it's a dating situation, bitch, I'm leaving. I'm not putting up with that ass child. I'm not putting up with you not being able to have your child at a certain level or none of that type of stuff. Hell no. I will take myself out of the situation because my expectation is never going to be for you to choose me over your child. And I'm not going to make you make that decision. I'm not going to bring it to you or none of that shit. I'm just out. Have a conversation. Or we can even all three of us have a conversation. And I'm going to let both of y'all know why the fuck I'm out. But I'm out.
that's fair. That's fair. I've heard scenarios where, you know, I've heard it on both. You know, that's why I just posed the question. It's just something to pose.
It's a good question because it really just shows the humanity and like who we prioritize or value the most in our family, right? Like, of course, like love should be equal. You know, I love my wife the same way I love my child. I love my, siblings. I can't say I love one or the other more or less. Different type of love, of course, but like, a child raising and taking care of and providing for a child is so they can live their life for their future, their life just begun. So by abandoning that child, I'm basically saying, well, I wasn't really here to invest in your future at all, right? So like, I really want to see that child grow. I kind of look at it like that. Children comes first. They're young. They have a fresh life. They can't defend themselves.
But can you really say he's not there to invest in his future if he's paying for his school, he's paying for shelter, he's paying for his food, he's doing everything his daddy was supposed to do?
That's a good question. Like if I was, I was thinking that we're talking about biological children.
No, not biological at all. No, sir.
Oh, okay. Stepchild. Oh,
yeah,
well,
stepchild.
Well, dang, man. I mean, dang. That's tough, man.
Wait,
that's
wait. We're on a different situation now. He's talking about like.
Oh, I thought I mentioned that in the story.
My bad. No, I missed it. I thought it was biological child.
He heard you. No, we're talking about the bridge thing is over. Now we're talking about a different situation. I just wasn't sure if you were if you heard everything that he said. I interjected to make sure that he knows that the bridge thing and what we're talking about now.
Oh yeah, the bridge thing is over, bro. I posed a scenario where I'm a stepdaddy and I'm living with my wife and she has a kid and this kid is just being highly disrespectful, just he's not fucking with me. So it's like she has to choose between me or the child. But, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, paying the bills, paying for school, providing the shelter, everything his daddy was supposed to do, I'm doing. But the son just is not fucking with me, disrespecting me, XYZ. So I'm expecting her to choose me. Like he's 16. Like it's one of those things where, you want to act grown, then go out and be grown. But you're not going to talk to my man like this, like type shit.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I can attest to that. Well, if you're the stepfather and that son is really being rude and disrespectful, you're doing the best you can to take care of him. And you're really trying to be a father in his life, but he really wants to show out and become the adult already at a young age. I would say, yeah, I agree with you. Who cares? Let him go. I'm sorry at that point, because if you continue to coddle to someone who thinks that way at a young age, they're going to continue on being worse people. So, yep, Yep, let him go. I'm sorry, man. Can't do it. No child support. No. No. Lord have mercy. You should sign this is the reason why you should sign a prenup in that situation.
But Kalima, why would you be okay with your son, you just disrespecting your man like that?
No, I would never be okay.
But you just said you would want him to move on from you. Like, what if y'all had real love for each other? Like this man.
That's fine, but but if I had a child, my child would always be more important than their step parent. Sorry. That's just what, yeah, I don't believe in choosing partners, especially ones that are not their biological parent, over the child. So I don't know. I can't ever get behind that type of shit. But also, if I'm paying for everything, then what we also gonna do is pay for a fucking counselor, because clearly you got some shit going on that you need to work through. So we gonna take your ass to counseling, my nigga.
That's funny, and I agree with you to a degree, Kalima. Like, we shouldn't expect a parent to leave their child, but from the other end, like from the father's perspective or the stepfather's perspective, I would expect Timothy. I would expect the mother to choose her man, but from the mother's perspective, obviously that's her child, and she can't really just like leave her kid like that.
I mean, but we're not acting like either though. Like she haven't spared him. Like she ain't given warnings. Like she ain't tried to correct the situation, but he just refuses to correct himself. So it's kind of like I'm testing you. I'm gonna keep testing you and testing you and testing you until you have enough balls to be like, hey, you gotta leave if you keep like this.
Oh, he's 16.
Kalima's trying to kind of giving me the vibe like, I don't care what the hell he does. I'm not like my son. Like I'm not. My kid is good. Like I don't care what the fuck he do.
Oh no. So I'm in between, because I'm definitely, but I'm also the type of person that gonna raise a child that's gonna act like that towards anybody, especially somebody that's taking care of them in the way that they're supposed to. So no, it definitely no. You're not gonna be disrespecting me or the other person or none of that type of shit, because I wouldn't have stood for that shit from when me and this other person was dating or any of that shit. And to me, there should have been, or probably would have been, indications of the disdain or disrespect from earlier on, before y'all got to the point where you're married anyway. So we should have been working through this and trying to get y'all to build a bond and relationship before this point anyway. So again, your ass gonna go to counseling, young sir, and you gonna figure your shit out. Is continue to be disrespectful.
You're great. This is the reason why we need more people like you, because you have that balanced mindset. And Timothy, I would say if he's 16 years old, it's time to go.
16, yes.
He's 16. It would be different if he was 13, maybe 12, but 16 is the age where that's the time where he starts to he's not going to change. Either life has to change him, or he has to figure things out himself. There's nothing you can possibly say or do to change it. Now, at this point, I will end with this. I see this situation all the time. A lot of mothers, they will do any and everything to defend and protect their son. It doesn't matter what they do. I've seen kids grow up to become monsters. They go to jail, they go to court. The mother is standing right there next to the lawyer, defending, oh, he's just a baby. No, he robbed a bank. Oh, he's just my child. Spare him. No, he stalked his ex-girlfriend. He almost murdered someone. No, hell no. In situations like that, the mother, this is why we need fatherhood. The mother has to separate herself and say, look, this is my child. He robbed a bank at gunpoint. He deserves to go to jail. She should say it to the judge and be strong enough to say it, because one, you're giving Thank you.
Hopefully, anyway, because honestly, a lot of the time people go to jail and they just become better fucking criminals, or better, doing different type of criminal activities.
I mean, that's posed the interesting question. So, I mean, to what extreme, are most people willing to go to say, to basically to turn a blind eye? Like, what's the extreme? Because I mean, I think that's fair. We say free him, free cousin, free Blue. They on the news and Blue done fucking killed 2 motherfuckers. So it's like, to what extreme do we go?
I'm not going to any. The only extreme I'm going to is the extreme for you to get your act together. Nah, ain't gonna be no murderers, no rapists, no robbers, none of that type shit coming from around here. But I've been in the opposite situation where I dated a woman that had a child. He was very bratty. I'm still in his life though. I'm not in her life because that bitch is crazy and coddle the fuck out of him. This boy is in the 3rd grade and she wanted to tie his shoes in the morning before he went to school and stuff like that. Like, girl, he is responsible. She just loved him. Shut up. He is responsible enough to tie his own shoes at 8, 9 years old, sis. Like, you gotta stop this babying shit. And stop putting up with his attitude. He knows. Y'all exactly. Like when talk to me like, yes, nigga, shut the fuck
Hell
up.
yeah. If you wanna get back, wait till she finish.
Oh no, I'll probably leave after if he's speaking, I'm out. But yeah.
Kalima, if you can dish it, you gotta take it.
Because I don't like this nigga and he knows that shit.
I don't know who he is, but and the Trump house, man. I brought her to my room on the other app. We get a little spicy in here,
don't like
but
this
just
nigga.
don't.
He was trolling. And he knows
if you don't dish it out, he can't dish it out. But if you dish that shit out, we used to date. It's only fair he can dish it out.
And that's fine. But like I said, if he's speaking, then I'll leave. But he keep on interrupting me and interjecting with his bullshit either way. So
we used to date. She was bitter.
Anyway.
You've been good.
Why? Yeah, because I don't like when other people use the F word, so I'm not gonna do that. Even though I'm not gonna break my own rules.
So you will be okay with the judge sentencing your kid to 30 years if he kills somebody or rapes somebody? You'll be okay with the 30 ball?
Oh, if you rape somebody, I don't care who you are. You should fucking die.
Is it enough to still visit your son in jail?
You still be my kid, but accountability is a real thing. And if I was raising a child, that would be in the household from day fucking one. You don't get to act however you want to act and not realize that there's consequences to your actions. That's just not how life goes, bro. And I'm never gonna raise somebody. Shut up. I'm never gonna treat somebody like that because if I don't teach them real life, then real life is gonna teach them. And that's not what I want. I want to teach them life in a way that I can explain so they can understand with love, because the world don't give a especially as a black person, a black male at that. It really.
So is there no, I'm getting from you, and this is a question for everybody, is there no action in which can cause you to be like, hey, I don't condone this. You're no longer my son or my daughter. Is there any action worthy of that notion?
Yeah. So
if my daughter get pregnant or my son gay.
Shut up. To me, like any type of sexual crime, sex crime, I can't fuck with nobody as far as that shit goes. If you commit a sex crime and I know you, I don't know you no more.
Son or not.
Don't fuck who you are. If you sex crime, I don't fucking know you. Period.
B, where do you stand on that?
I'm
Do you?
yeah, it's I kind of feel the same way as Klima. I feel the same way as her, but I mean, I can't ever de-son my son. It's something that's biological. I can never take that back. I'm the one that produced that child. So, you know, still recognize that individual as my son, as well as my daughter. And will I still visit him or her in jail? Yeah, of course, because it's my due diligence to, you know, learn from that person, see exactly what happened, maybe where I failed in my parenting, to see what I've done to produce or cause the situation, had any cause in that. Um, do what I can to communicate and hopefully change that person's mindset, free them from that wicked way of thinking and believing them that it's okay. But as a parent, it's still my responsibility to do some actions in that regard and probably set up a fundraiser or donate to give back to the people that has been affected by my child. So, yeah, I have a lot of responsibility to do at that point.
Mr. Mod, where do you stand on that?
I'm gonna help dig the hole and cover it up because the Wilsons always come out on top.
Somebody translate that for me, please. So what is yo goddamn beef with Camila, man? What y'all got going on, man, that y'all brought over to the Trump house?
Oh, we love each other, man. She just be tripping sometimes. She real sensitive and emotional at times. Hello. That's my girl, though.
Peter, man, nice to see you, man. Where the fuck you been at, man?
Nice to see you too. I was asleep, sorry, in Berlin. It was early morning when the rumor started. I was asleep, and it's very nice to be with you.
Man, we've been talking about a lot, man. So we don't really got no woman on stage, so I can't really talk about the bear versus emotion topic. But
I mean, technically,
it's a sausage party right now. You damn right, buddy.
It's not a sausage party because Bima is still there. Rock is still there. The icon is there, so it doesn't count.
It's quiet.
Who doesn't love a good sausage party?
Man, we need some bitches in this motherfucker, you.
I got $20.
But it's all right, man. You feel me? It's 5 a.m., man. We probably gonna be open for another 24. You know what I mean? It gets a little spicy in the morning, man. You know, people sleep right now.
It's PM here.
Just give it about 2-3 hours, man. Motherfuckers gonna come in here with the racial slurs, man. All types of bullshit, man. That's how it happens. That's the late shit.
They be using the N-word?
Hell yeah, bro. They be saying a lot in this motherfucker, man. You gotta have tough skin in here, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Skin, bro. Especially if you black, man. They coming for you, bro. So I'm black too. So you feel me?
Kalima be making it in here? Cause she be crying.
Nah, that's actually. I think this was her first time in here. To be honest, I never seen her till today. But we was talking about like that bear shit. And talking about like abortion for a little bit. So she was like, she added up.
You always choose the bear.
Yeah, she chose the bear, man. All the women chose bear. No, one woman said they would trust the man. So,
Yeah.
It had us thinking like, damn, I'm like, what are we doing wrong as men to the point where a woman feels safer with a bear?
It's just crazy. I'm sorry. they all came in and said, no, I choose a bear. I'm 10 times more safer with the bear.
I can change the bears, and it's in the bear's nature.
So what side of abortion do you stand on, Mr. Mod?
I think that's on both sides because, like, I really don't give a fuck. It ain't my problem. I can get pregnant.
So if somebody got raped, you think they should keep the baby, or what's your stance on that part?
I think children are a gift from God, and it's God's child. And no children should be murdered because murder is wrong. And two wrongs don't make a right.
Can somebody translate that for me, please?
The child should not pay for the crimes of the father.
So if that baby, if she was raped, she should keep the baby. Is that the side? Okay, you're the second person out of like everybody that's spoke on the topic, man. You would have been getting cut into a few hours ago, brother. I ain't gonna cap.
Don't care.
Everybody.
It's because women care.
I stand on my principles. Those same women, if they got raped by LeBron, all of a sudden that baby is a precious child.
A precious gem.
A gem. No longer a zygote. It's a baby. It's a life. It's a human being. I have to keep this child. So it depends on who
the basketball player?
Do you want to tackle this, man?
And she had the baby anyway, and then he paid all the child support at once because he didn't want the baby.
Well, you guys are talking about if she's pregnant by someone who's a celebrity, or like someone who's rich, if that's the case. I mean, of course, it makes perfect sense. Of course, they would. Who wouldn't want to? I mean, if the situation I saw with Usher, for example, there were numerous girls who were his fans that claimed to be pregnant by him, and they were really working hard to get child support. If it's LeBron James, I mean, yeah, they would definitely keep it for the money. But if it were to be a usual person,
You think even if it was a rape situation, the money would sway them to keep the baby?
there are some people like that. There are there. I mean, there's a lot of people like that. Yeah, and it actually makes it even more insidious because you get the lawsuit money on top of that. So it's really not good.
Wow.
I mean, but LeBron James is a pretty wild example. Why do you guys choose LeBron of all?
Wow.
But I will say this. You know, human beings are not direct and 100% in their beliefs as they always say they are. The prime example I saw was on TikTok. There was this video where it says all white men are inherently evil and racist, and it showed a picture of Ocasio-Cortez. Her husband is white. It showed a picture of Oman, or whatever her name is. Her husband is white. It had a picture of Don Lemon. His husband is white. And all the people who claim this have.
I mean, I think over 50% of white men or white people have bad intentions, man. I truly do feel like that. I think they only behave or make certain laws or shit because they feel pressure. I think if there wasn't any pressure, if like they wouldn't do it, bro. Like, and it goes dates back to slavery, man. If they had a choice, they wouldn't have done that shit, bro. They was just pressured to do that shit. When has the white folks done anything out of just trying to be genuine and just doing the right thing because we shouldn't be doing this shit, man? Some pressure always had to be applied, and then they did the shit, bro. I can't name one time in history where they did some shit just them being genuine and like, hey, maybe this is wrong. Like, let's not do this. Never in history.
But you're right. And that's the hard reality is that there's very little instances where I can see this actual genuine, like solidarity or I don't know, goodwill from the white leadership or community. I don't know what to call it, but it just goes to show that uh, I mean, we have to stop asking for favors and just do it ourselves. I don't think anyone wants to do goodwill or just do anything extra for Black people. So, you know, the same people that goes on the media that talks about white people somehow have white husbands or white partners. It just makes no sense to me. These same people, we need reparations, or white men are the number one contributor to violence, or white people, but their husbands are white. This kind of defeats the argument. It just goes to show how much of a joke the political landscape is. What Kamala Harris? Yeah, Kamala Harris. Her husband is white. Like, well, I'll be dead.
I want for fucking Mike Allen to give me an example, man. He's so pro-white. Mike Allen, can you give me an example, brother?
Who's a lady named Wu? The mayor of Boston with the white party. Her husband is white. No, anti-white party. She has a white husband. So everyone has white husbands who hate white people. So, I mean, to tell you the truth.
I mean, the way society's set up, bro, it's like you almost gotta have somebody white in your corner, man.
And that's what I hear all the time. But this is the thing. You don't necessarily need to bow down in order to get what you want. I just think it's just an easier path. It might be an easier scapegoat, but I remember there was one guy that came in this room, and you guys might know him, and he got roasted to pieces in here. His name is Anthony. He was roasted to pieces, and it's Anthony. He has a bald head. He sits with a PTR laying in his bed, and he always says, "Yo, bro, hey, yo, bro." That's how he talks all the time. But whenever a white person comes into the room, he just changes his whole tone. Oh my God, Beaver, guess what? He said cracker. Oh my God, Beaver. It's racist to white people. And then any words of spam throughout the chat. You have the hard R going left to right. He's quiet, silent as ever. The Black person speaks up. Oh, hold on, buddy. What are you doing? What are you saying? Stop right there. Stop right there. Now, let me. He says, I quote, "I have white friends. I live in a white neighborhood, and I like white people." And I say, great. I have white friends. I live in a white neighborhood, but I never had to sell my soul in order to have white friends. Is that all white people are racist? So you think being racist to yourself would make you in solidarity with white people. And that's racist of itself because you assume that white people like people who are racist. So it just goes to show how much of a joke that is. I said, you don't need to be a loser in order to be accepted by white people, but you're looking for acceptance for white people, and that's the problem. So when we have all these liberals on the left who continue to spew hatred towards white people, they all have white partners because they believe that, well, if you can't beat them, join them. But I say, no. So Timothy, this room has those kind of people. They always cry a lot, but it's really funny when they come around. My mindset is this: you don't need to join anyone. Just be yourself and just like speak what you want to speak, say what you want to say. Unlike Anthony, who says that, well, they're going to bring back slavery, so we need to be careful. They're going to bring it back. I said, Anthony, you're the only person who's afraid that white people are going to bring back slavery. Shut the hell up.
Nah, I don't think white folks have the power to do that shit now, bro. Nah, hell no, bro.
Exactly.
Black people, we not going for that shit no more, man.
But the reason why it was abolished, it wasn't because of the kind-hearted people. It was abolished.
My point exactly.
Right. Because see, in the southern states, they didn't have tech and they used manpower, and their economic capacity was low. And in the northern states, they said, why don't we just build plows? We need human labor to do this shit. They'll do it for you. And so they thought to themselves, like, yeah, we're losing more money by having slaves, feeding them, and taking care of. This is not going to help us, and it's more advantageous to put Black people in the workforce and drive our economy. And so that's the reason why it ended. But Anthony's premise doesn't come from that. He really just thinks that white people are going to bring back slavery, and then we're going to go back. So if we're going to bring back slavery, we need to do what we can to be good friends with the white folks, and be racist to ourselves. It's kind of stupid.
And that be my thing with white folks. Like, they never want to admit that exactly what you just said, man. They didn't do it out of generosity, man. It was for profit or for the betterment of business. It wasn't for the betterment of humanity. It was for money.
Yeah, and slavery began by money. It was the premise of slavery was money. Of course, there's
quality of life. I think that it is not a bad reason. However, it is not as good as humanity. But better quality of life is also a good reason to do something.
So you think choosing ending something that's terribly bad that should have never been or shouldn't be happening for the sake of your business over the sake of humanity? Is that what I'm hearing, Peter?
I think the sake of humanity is more important. However, the output is more important because the quality of life was more important, I think, for them to be improved. So because of that, maybe they changed their behavior, and for example, to have a better world, but not only for humanity. Maybe the humanity was not the primary reason, but the quality of life also is a good reason to do something like this, to change your behavior. I think that this motivation is also not bad. Because this is not a.
But there's something that doesn't get talked about is how uncomfortable it is to actually have a family of racist people. I think about it. I remember reading a book about how some of the kids that grew up with fathers who were slave owners, because of the fact that they were used to like beating slaves and like slicing them up and doing all kind of crazy shit, their their prefrontal cortex started to diminish the ability to ration with their own people around them, and so they would start to display the same qualities upon slaves upon their own children. And in their households, that's where like the fathers would abuse and beat their kids and beat their wives, and it's just a big mess all around. And some of those stories were so horrific that the kids who were witnessing the lynchings, they had to talk about how they were just like traumatized by seeing it, and they weren't allowed to speak out about it. And if you dare speak out about it, you could be killed yourself too. And so growing up in a household with racist family members, it's not like you're gonna have a fun, wonderful, nice, peaceful day. A lot of the times you're living with psychopaths, and so what happens with psychopaths, your entire day is going to be filled with a bunch of darkness and madness, and they're just telling all these horrific stories about what their fathers would do when they come home after beating the slaves, and it was just horrific. And so you have to remember too, like, to be a slave owner, you have to kind of lack some basic human decency, human ethics, human emotion. And it's difficult to go out and beat a slave and rape a slave and then go back home and not do the same to your own family, because they kind of correlate. Their human capacity diminishes the moment they start to beat around and do all kind of shit to slaves. So the same thing with the Arabs too. Like Arabs do the same thing. Like when Arabs enslave other people in the Middle East, and like they also do the same enactments with their own family at home.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, sister.
You don't think that it was people that were just doing it because that's the way society was?
Slavery? Slaves? Is you said?
Yeah, like slave owners. I mean, that's what was legal. That's what was common. Like, you don't think it's people that were, good, decent human beings, but they just happen to own slaves because they were born into it, or, you know, they were rich and they needed help around, they needed around the plantation, and that was the labor source.
Both could exist at the same time. There's a lot of like sadistic people who enjoy the thrill of like doing gruesome shit to other human beings. Basically the rite of passage to being a free psychopath without any consequence to it. So both can exist. Like, yeah, there's people who grow up and think, yeah, this is usual. We need labor for whatever plantation that we have, and we don't have the tech to do it, so they didn't have at that time, and so slaves can do it. But then there's other people who like literally enjoy the thrill of like human torture.
There's people like that everywhere.
But I think that's the majority.
And they're not, it's not just white people or Arab people. It's people of all colors that are like that. That's human nature, honey.
But they
Not necessarily.
different. For example, Arab.
So you think black people are just so good and innocent?
I do.
Wow.
I mean, I'm more better and innocent.
That sounds like ego. That sounds like ego to me.
No, because listen to how we speak, right? Like, I'm showing more empathy towards human beings in my speech than you do.
Yeah, and I'm black. Flash, honey, I'm black.
Not black enough.
Oh, okay. Well, you ain't black enough. You got that Asian girlfriend. How about that?
Shit.
I'm the blackest one in this room.
Why does everybody
really
target
black,
the Asian
you'll have a black
girlfriend,
woman as a girlfriend.
She's from Africa. All right, and I'm from Africa too. So you're
Africa ain't got shit to do with black.
Why does everybody target his Asian girlfriend though? Like, I know that
because he said he's blacker than me.
Not really.
I didn't target anything. I didn't start this. I didn't make personal attacks. He said I'm blacker. Firstly, he said I have more empathy than you, and then he said I'm blacker than you.
Yes, so you think because he has an Asian wife
that makes him less black?
He values his blackness.
Yeah, most black people are gonna look at him with the side eye. They're gonna look at him the same way they look at me. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure about that guy.
I don't know about that kind of accent that you have.
So you know what? Me and you, D, we're in the same boat. How about that?
You know what? Fine.
D, man, you might have to take that Asian photo down, bro. They gonna keep.
I don't know. He's proud of his wife. Why would he not?
The boat.
Oh, the Asian guy. Yeah.
I salute him for still showing off his wife, even though he knows.
I mean, I think she's pretty. I think, honestly, I wish more black consider Asian women versus those fat white girls that y'all be picking.
I'm not in that conversation.
I'm just saying, Asian women, they're pretty.
I've just been in a lot of rooms with D, and it just seems like every time somebody wants to come for him, they come for his wife.
Yeah, listen, honey, that's part of the culture. It is what it is. He's used to it. I don't think I think he can deal with it. But my thing is, you come for me, and I ain't sent for you, then you can't get upset with my response.
I'm not upset with your response at all.
I don't think you are. I'm just telling him.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's. It's just be funny to me.
I think we both are trolling each other. But no. To tell you the truth, most people are pretty chill, good people. Don't talk like that.
I can tell you right now, if slavery came back and it was legal, I can guarantee you it'd be so many black men who'd be talking about, oh, how I got my money up and I bought me this many slaves, and I can guarantee you that would be going on. It would be probably more black guys putting in their bid for a slave than white.
No.
If they had the money.
No.
Ain't no way, man. These crackers would jump on that shit so fast. They'll buy up all the slaves before the niggas can even get to the slaves.
That's because of the financial power, the spending power. But what I'm saying is, the black men that have the money, they be flexing. They be rapping about it. I got 20, 30 slaves. y'all work for me.
That is kind of funny. That is kind of funny. The rap part is kind of funny.
I mean,
no, it's not true, but it is a pretty funny submission. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of
Sister, I just don't like how white folks be like I was telling D, man, like doing this, like that just wasn't the case. Or even when they passed laws to try to, help benefit different different cultures and ethnicities other than white folks, that it all was from a genuine mindset, a genuine place of mind. Like I feel like everything they made was based off of business. Like
Yeah,
nothing
that's
genuine.
all it is. I mean, because we want to turn to moral issues, not moral issues, business.
But my cracker brothers don't want to admit that, man.
Why would you admit that?
It's the truth.
It doesn't make people feel good. The truth doesn't make people feel good all the time. So you don't tell them the truth. You tell them what they want to hear. Oh, what we did was wrong. And so we had this guy named Abraham Lincoln, and he freed you. And we actually fought this war. We fought a whole war over you. Yep. Does that make you feel better?
You know what, sister? Not totally, but you're kind of right to a degree. I would say that the premise is more of no one wants to be seen as a villain. And so, like, there's a lot of white people out there, of course, like freedom fighters and things like that. But a lot of white people don't want to be seen as a villain. And when you bring up topics of slavery or like topics of the injustices, and you say the truth that it wasn't ended for the goodwill of the people, it was ended primarily for economic benefit, or there was just no use for it, given that we have technology. It kind of brings back the feelings that wow, we're not really good people. We don't have a chance of being good people because when you read history books, you like to see yourself as a hero, and if you always see yourself as a villain all the time, it hurts. It doesn't feel good, and so yeah, I mean, I can understand why they don't want to admit that. But very, very few people would wake up and say, "Hey, look, we are just messed up human beings. Very little of us are doing good things for the world."
Well,
And,
I mean,
MLK
died for the
when it comes
sins
to the slavery aspect,
the sins
not in terms of, like,
of white people. MLK died for the sins of white people, so we're good now.
Sister, do you think that we are all victims as that man said right there, man, tonight? So
Perpetual, yeah.
words for him, but
I hear it every day. If I'm just going off the people in this app, yeah, I think there's a perpetual victimhood, and I do think
is it validated though?
Yeah, it is, and it's validated for sure. It's warranted. It's all those things, but it's almost to the level of being dysfunctional, and so I do think reparations needs to come in the form of therapy, because I think some people need to just get this shit out and work through it.
Man, we was just talking about reparations the other day, man. That we came to the conclusion it's not gonna happen, man. So,
well, listen,
black folks was getting mad that we was talking about it in this room. So, I don't know if they want to talk about it.
Well, your best chance at ever even probably getting it would have probably been Trump. He might have helped you out with some businesses or something, but early on, should have got in early and put in your request.
Well, the reason why I protest for reparations, of course, the history, but money is money. It's still a business. America is a business, it's a capitalist business. So wherever money is being paid, I want to take. So give me the money. Call me a victim, cry all you want. Give me the money. I think America owes reparations, to tell you the truth. We all need money. We're all are being robbed one way or another out of the system. So, the college educational system, the food, the high taxes, the low wages, the job stagnation, the country's been operating, the looting, the scamming. I think we all should get money. I think more Americans start demanding more money from the government and start speaking up. Because from what I see, we're too focused on fighting each other instead of fighting who? Well, the big daddy government. Get the money. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Call me a victim, but my biggest protest right now is the government giving more money to us Americans that we deserve in terms of our hard work, because we're not getting.
D, if we have a race war, you gonna come back to America and fight with the blacks?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm coming right back to join the battle, and then I'll leave. Well, to tell you the truth, if there's a race war, jokes aside, I'm not gonna be.
He's gonna say, "Fuck that shit." That's why I left.
Right, and then to tell you the truth, jokes aside, I'm not going to go back to the States. And if there's ever a race war, the last place I'll ever be is America.
Yeah, no, that was a serious question. I just wanted to see if you would come back and fight with the brothers and sisters.
Where are you at? You're in China
My fight is different. It would be more in terms of yeah, I'll answer that. My fight would be more different. I would say it would just be more like systematically of what I could do, providing more businesses and resources, but physically fighting.
Boots on the ground, man.
No, I can't. Nah. Can't do it, brother. That's not.
I mean, how would blacks win that? I mean, like, whites control the military.
There's black people in the military too, though. Man.
Yeah, but like the upper echelons of the military.
Well, I would say the only winning strategy that we would have is just it being the war in of itself, the economic cost that is just more detrimental to even enact it. So a civil war costs so much. I don't think America even has the financial resources or even the capacity to do it.
I mean, I think everybody outside of white would align with the blacks, man, because that's how it works. Like, it's white.
You think African immigrants who hate black Americans?
I think in America, everybody outside of white, because you're considered what is it? I forgot the word, but like minority. The minorities, they're gonna link together. And then we're going to fight the majority,
James,
which is the whites.
So we're going to have to fight North Africans and Arabs too?
They would be on our side.
No, they'd be on the white side.
They're classified as white by the U.S.
They're classified as white, buddy.
So they're not the minority?
No, I mean, technically, according to the U.S. Census, they're white.
Man.
Yeah, man, that's a lot of white people we're going to have to be fighting.
I think it's coming, though, man, to be honest with you, man. Coming.
Just, you want an excuse to kill a white person, that's what it is.
Not even, man. I got a lot of friends that's crackers, man. I got a few on this stage with me, man. You know what I mean? I call them all the time, man. Some good friends, man, but...
So do you think they're going to turn on you, or are you going to turn on them?
I think they would align with their fellow crackers if it came down to it. You know what I mean? And I would align with my niggas if it came down to it. So it's just business. But I think if the playing field was equal, like they not like motherfuckers ain't fucking with the niggas, man. Like they not like. But the playing field is never equal, you know what I mean? It's never been equal. It's not one time in history where the playing field has been equal. So I don't expect it to be equal. Like he said, like that nigga Cardello is gonna be. They got hella guns, military, all types of bullshit. But if we were just strictly equal, everything was just fair across the board. Like we would slaughter the fuck out of white people. Like. But it wouldn't even be fair.
But they're way more in number.
Yeah, but half of them can't fight. Half of them scared. Like half of them is retreating. Like if y'all didn't have y'all guns, y'all would retreat. retreat like a motherfucker. Like black, they not gonna retreat, bro. At least not this generation of black people. That we're not retreating. If y'all ain't have guns, y'all will throw on the white flag like immediately.
Yeah, a civil war is the end of America, just to put it like that. The law, the bad PR, other countries getting involved, the funding, it's just going to cause a big mess. I would even go as far as saying that you might as well get ready for America to collapse, because a lot of people don't realize that the black population comprises of a lot of the American economy. And once you disrupt that balance, it's going to cause even more havoc. So, people talk about a race war like it's going to be some.
I mean, America's already collapsing though. Like, you don't think so? You don't think we're going backwards?
We're going backwards, but I think it's too late, Timothy. We're too many generations too late to have a civil war to be successful. Like you said, like if it was our ancestors, yeah, they would definitely lose, given the fact that they were just psychologically enslaved and having to deal with all those things. But nowadays, it's just a different playing field, and I even would go as far as saying that there will be international support in terms of that civil war. You'll definitely start seeing, Russia and China colluding in that civil war as well, arming black people and arming other races of people. You're going to start seeing a lot of inside jobs being done. So it's going to be just more than just a black on white populist war. I do see a lot of hidden hands at play that can spread. And who would want their neighborhood to be torn down? Like, do white people really want their precious neighborhoods to be all burned in a civil war? I don't think so. I think people want to keep their assets. So, no. All those white supremacists who believe in a race war live in a pipe dream.
Man, we're going around on live stream calling black people niggers, man. Like, it's gonna go down, man. Give it a few more years.
You know what, Timothy? I would say the collapse of America might just be that. What happens when there's a collapse? Well, people start resorting to their old ways. Whenever the economy gets worse, you start noticing when racism starts to rise. When people are frustrated, life is there. You're not getting paid. You start seeing minorities, rise in certain industries. You feel like, well, I work hard. Why are these people getting better lives than me? It's going to just cause more friction. And when the economy just gets worse and worse, there's more racial sentiment. And then a race war happens. America falls further. And then America becomes another tourist destination, just like the UK and Spain. So, pretty soon America's just going to be a travel destination. It won't be the global power. And the race war is going to, push that even further. I think if America was really smart, you guys would just work together as a unified people, have a common enemy, win that battle, and be prosperous as Americans. But no, we need to just fight each other. Why? Because his skin is black or his skin is white. Oh no, other human beings exist on this planet but my kind. You guys are freaking. I'm sorry, it's done. I don't see it coming back. But Timothy, I would say my best bet is if there's going to be a race war, I mean, might as well fight to the finish. It's better to die fighting than throw in the towel.
Yeah, we need you to come back to America, bro. We need them boots on the ground.
If I come back to America, I'm going to be the general, man. I will most certainly lead a revolution.
Take the lightweight. That Cardillo nigga, man. Like, he's lightweight. That's the lightweight, man. You could.
I'm not a fighter, man. I'm a strategist. So I guess in that case, Cardillo. Well, Cardillo, he'll join our side. So he's fine.
Nah, he's definitely with the whites, man. He ain't coming with the blacks, bro.
When push comes to shove, he'll. So you know what? I love R&B music. I love Michael Jackson. My sports games. I love rhythm and blues.
Let them know, Cardillo, you with the whites, man. I don't think D knows, bro. Let them know you stand with the crackers, man.
Okay, tell us
Yeah, man, I shill for the white man, bro.
He said I shill.
He's dead serious though, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Shill. Okay, if it's a losing battle, would you still stand or would you change sides? Like if your side is losing,
which was more politically advantageous. Like I said, I mean, look, you can't reduce the race war to just a black and white binary, right? So you have to, I mean, Hispanics are gonna have to take their own side. So I think we're gonna let you guys fight it out, and then we'll take over afterwards. Whoever wins amongst you guys, we'll forge the alliance afterwards.
I would say Hispanics, if you guys are really good, you wouldn't even need to get in a battle. Just wait until everyone kill each other off and then come into America and then do what you want to do. I don't even think Hispanic people have a gripe with black or white people like we do with each other. So
bro, we let Hispanics say the N-word all the time, man. We be giving them niggas passes all the time.
Yeah, but looking
typically closer proximity, right?
Yeah, of course. Hell yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course.
Well, maybe, but you guys are divided too. Like I see a lot of like you guys, like black, native, white Hispanics have their issues with each other. But I would say you guys just are not so extreme as Americans are. Maybe Argentinians are the most extreme of all the Hispanic countries. Wait, where are you from, Cardillo? Are you from Mexico? Oh, he is from Mexico. Cabe Zavaca, La Raza, no mames, güey. Pichi gringo puto.
I don't know what the hell you just said. Did you just cuss that nigga out in Spanish?
Yeah. Because I grew up with a lot of Mexican people, man. A lot of Mexican family members, so it's kind of funny. They'd be like, pinche puto gringo, pendeja, no mames, güey. La raza mexicana.
Yeah, where did you learn those words, bro?
I went to a Mexican fraternity, man.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of my brothers are Mexican, so I was a leadership board of the Latino unification board of like Arizona State University.
Oh yeah, you being in Arizona, bro, you was by a bunch of Mexicans, man.
Yeah. But it was fun because like everyone was just pretty chill. Everyone got along. There was really no really big race. I mean, when it comes to like race, I would say Mexican people tell a lot of jokes, and some of those jokes can be very hard. They don't have like hate to kill people or like that inhumane whole type of like KKK type of ish that white Americans have. But they're some of the most coolest people you get around, and the food's pretty good. People are pretty chill. Most
Why
people
is
just
Mexico so up then?
Yeah, you already know what that is. Basically, like I mean, the history.
That's all Mexicans though. So Cardelo, why is Mexico so fucked up?
It is not in hands of people.
What do you mean? What do you mean by fucked up? What are you talking about?
The government's corrupt.
Dude, it's a fucking
dangerous
narco terrorist state, man.
It's ran by Mexicans though, right? Correct?
Yeah, but those narco terrorists definitely are not wholly independent of intelligence agencies either, which is funny. So the United States complains about the cartels, yet they give them financial and logistical support. It's a quagmire. They're all over Latin America. They're in Mexico. They're in Colombia. They're in the Dominican Republic. They're in Venezuela.
I mean, the cartels got my gang beat, man. I've heard about the cartels, man. You know what I mean? I know y'all get down like that, man. So I don't fuck with the cartels, man. I actually salute the cartels. Them niggas they don't be playing, man.
You salute them who chainsaw people's heads off.
I salute the cartels, man. Them niggas don't be playing, man. They stand on business.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
they fuck, dude. Listen, I mean, it's like ISIS levels of fucking terrorism. Like, I would argue just as bad, if not worse. I've seen a video of this cartel guy. He literally scalps the dude he just killed. Right? He chainsaws his head off. He scalps him and then like removes his skin off of his skull and wears it as a fucking mask.
Yeah, that's extreme.
Not even ISIS.
Yeah, nah, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all definitely take it to a whole different level, man.
Our sisters worse things. For example, they close the person to a tree, then they paint a dart, plate on his throat, then aim for that. And it is very bad. I don't see anything more brutal.
So can the cartels be put on the same level as Hamas? Is that a fair assessment?
No, they are.
Yes,
Don't
they are
do
terrorists.
it meaninglessly
They're
out
absolutely
of
fucking
ideology. They do it for interest. They don't do it for ideology. That's the main
They're
difference.
terrorists.
There is a logic behind that, please, for this level of brutality.
Turn up, Peter. I ain't mean to get you turned, Peter. I know that Hamas word is triggering for you.
They fight for ideology, Hamas, but cartel fight for interest. However, they are brutal. But there is something, there are some substance behind. For Hamas to go and kill Jews, for example, take back the land.
Yeah,
You know what,
man.
Peter, you're right.
Peter's
You're
right,
absolutely
man.
right. Yeah. As a CIA operative who speaks Spanish and Japanese, I approve this message. Peter, what I plan to do next is I'll take all the information that you're given here and then give it to the U.S. government, and then I'll try to negotiate with our CIA members and see if we can bring more peace to Iran. Does that sound fair to you? Sounds great, right? Yeah.
I think that it is going to automatically go toward that way if sane minds speak on behalf of those big interests. For example, when sanity overcomes, then it is the solution. I think one of the most humane solutions. Humane?
How's that war going over there, man? Is it any update? Are they still fighting? What's going on, man? Are they still getting smoked? What's happening?
I hope that it still goes on until Mullah is gone, because Mullah is the shittiest kind of you.
You know what, Peter? Do you think? I mean, tell you, to be honest, man. Like the war that's happening in Iran, and America started this whole thing, right? So, I mean, do you have you could just tell the truth? Like, do you have any hate towards America, man? Like Americans?
No,
I can
absolutely not. I swear on my mom, I don't have any problem with the States. However, on the other hand, I love United States because there is some logic behind. Mullah does not have any logic. It is fight for God and without any thing. For example, they claim for something that you have never seen, that you have never felt, you have never touched. It is not touchable what they want. But, for example, United States want American dreams, for example, like petrodollar to evolve. It is some kind of this word, ambitions. It is tangible. And when you want the shared interest to be improved, there is nothing be more peaceful. So I love United States, and I wanted to be one of the Americans, but it is impossible at this point because I was not out of Iran for long enough to be able to be in United States. But I wanted to be an American more than like.
Uh, yeah, man, I understand. To tell you the truth, I cannot understand how people still love America. The war crimes, like I thought about Japan. America launched the atomic bomb on Japan, but a lot of Japanese people don't hate America. And Vietnam, the Vietnamese War, many Vietnamese people don't hate America. And I just wanted to know why, because, for myself, man, I mean, if I were born in a country and America has a war and bombs are being blown off and my family's killed in that war and it's because of America, I would hate America. I mean, if it was my family.
My family was not killed by Americans. My family were killed when Mullah massacred people in front of automatic guns on 6th and 7th of January this year.
Yeah.
But Americans killed the military of the country who did that. And they killed the normal people by American strikes. That's the thing that is my idea. For example, some other person might say that there were some normal people among those responsible. But if you compare the numbers, for example, 500,000 people are not online anymore since 6th and 7th of January. But, for example, when United States strikes one major mullah, then one person beside him who is also connected to him is also dead. Is not as important as him, as not as prioritized to be killed as him, but that person was also guilty. He was not innocent. And I think that this precision can speak for itself.
Are you sure?
I don't speak with terrorists.
You said what?
I don't speak with terrorists. With the
Who's a terrorist? You weirdo.
Bin Laden is terrorist.
You're a terrorist, nigga? That's my face on the picture. About. I don't know those.
Why do you make yourself like Bin Laden? It makes you terrorist.
I thought I looked cute with a beard. I thought I looked cute with a beard. Hey, hold on, wait. I thought I looked cute with the beard. What's wrong? I can't have a beard.
You look so cute.
I can't look cute with a beard. You don't like it?
It looks like
that's me in the picture. What are you talking about? That's my face.
You look too young.
Yeah, I'm 25. Thank God.
Why? But your beard is great.
Yes, exactly.
Don't worry about it. I put coloring. I wanted to stand out. I wanted to stand out.
You don't have enough experience, and those bullheads try to deceive
you.
Some
Muslim king. Oh yeah, I am.
And you don't have the power of the.
I was born Muslim.
Here
so what?
Because you did not study enough.
Peter done. Okay.
Peter,
what is this? What is this I'm hearing about Muhammad, man? I'm hearing a lot of shit on Muhammad, man.
They can say whatever they want. I don't really care.
It's just not true.
People. Yeah, it's just insecure people. I don't care.
So he ain't suck no dick or ain't do anything like that.
What? No.
Yeah, man. I had some Jewish niggas told me that.
Why would you listen to a Jew? They marry 3-year-olds.
Well, I work for some Jews, man. They're good
That's
people.
Nice. Jews. No, I don't care about Jews.
Okay, I just came up because I heard Peter say that he loves America more than life itself.
He's like Peter's like what's his name?
Peter, have you ever been to?
Those guys are coons.
I mean, I heard Muhammad was.
How is he a coon? That don't make sense.
They told me Muhammad sucked dick, and they were just speaking bad on Muhammad, bro. So
You're a Christian, right?
I was trying to get some. No, I'm a Crip.
Me too.
That's wild. That's wild.
I'm dead serious though. He not crippin' though.
Who not crippin', nigga? On what set I'm not crippin'?
You a Muslim, nigga.
There's Muslim Crips.
There ain't no Muslim Crips, nigga.
On the set.
Unless they were black and they converted to Muslim.
Oh, no. I'm not black.
But it ain't no...
No, I'm African. I'm African. I'm not black. Yeah.
What's different between African and black?
Peter, shut the fuck up, you fucking Persian. No one's talking to you. I'm talking to my black brother.
Exactly. If he's your brother, then you are also considering yourself.
I don't like
hey,
people.
What smoke y'all be having with Peter, man? What Peter be doing to y'all, man?
Nothing. I just met him. He called me a terrorist off rip. Very offended by that. Very offended.
Peter, is he a terrorist, Peter?
It shows like that because his profile photo, his role model is like those Bin Laden.
Who said Osama Bin Laden's my role model? I'm just doing this for banter.
I mean, somebody did tell me Muslims
but
are
Peter,
terrorists.
you look like a terrorist.
I find it funny how people say Muslims are terrorists when all these countries are Christian countries that do all the most terroristic
He looks like a terrorist.
He does look.
Don't look like no terrorist.
Stop that bullshit, Timothy. He cut off his beard. So that's what he looks like.
Are you trying to get into America?
Why are you trying to get into America?
I'm not.
You're gonna get racially abused
I
anyways.
like it. I love it. I cannot do that.
Wait, hold on, wait.
I cannot.
Hold on. Are you Jewish? I hear a Jewish accent. You have an Israeli accent. You're not
paranoid.
You have an Israeli accent. Stop that shit, nigga. Stop that shit.
Peter, are you Jewish?
What I say. He doesn't listen to what I say. He just wants to categorize.
Peter, what are you?
You called me a
Jewish? What are you? Islam?
Engaging this discussion with him because he intentionally does that. He intentionally does that because he wants to categorize people based on religious because he cannot.
He just asked a simple question.
He cannot be. Yes.
Why are you crying, Peter? He asked a question.
Because that's what these Jews do. You ask them a simple question.
So is Peter Jewish? Is this what I'm hearing?
It's a simple question. Timothy asked you the question as well. Why are you crying? Who's judging you?
You don't have the content.
Brother, we asked if you're Muslim. Timothy asked if you. Asked if he was.
I asked if he was Jewish.
Oh, Jewish. Sorry, my bad. I asked if he was. I don't think you're Muslim. I think you're fucking like a Persian or some shit that used to worship fire. That's what I think you are.
It says he's an Iranian architect.
That don't mean shit.
What's an Iranian architect?
You know those guys that build stuff like that. That's what he's into.
Oh, I mean, it sounds like
so he puts bricks.
Yeah, he probably sold more bricks than I did.
Ooh,
Peter be making money then.
Yeah,
so, like architect.
I don't know if he's an architect there or in the West.
That's Peter will push it too.
No, making money in the West is much harder because you need to learn German and think. And it is.
Can you repeat that, please, Peter? I didn't understand.
Peter, I can help you make money in the West. Don't worry.
I prefer to die from hunger.
Can you understand him? What's he saying?
If you want to give me money, I prefer.
No, I'm not going to give you money. No.
I think Peter got more balls than both of y'all, though, because y'all two are hiding behind fake ass photos.
My face is right there.
None of y'all got a real photo.
My face is on this profile, actually.
It's blocked, so we can't see it.
Damn,
my face is right here.
So I think both of y'all might be some bitches, cause y'all.
I'm a bitch.
You might be. You hiding behind a fake photo, brother.
I might be.
Y'all was calling Peter, scary.
I didn't call
him
a bitch.
But my man Peter got his face on his picture, man.
Hold on, wait. You a hypocrite. Because that makes you a bitch. You don't have.
I got my photo on my shit too.
I have my photo on one of them as well. So where do we go from there?
You capping.
PTR. This is his face.
My photo's one of there. What the fuck?
Why are you covering his face, man?
This is my. What are you fucking?
No, she covering. Oh, so you a fat Heidi?
Like your nigga.
You mean my hater?
My hater, yeah. She's a
I
fat
knew this
bitch.
nigga was black. He can't fucking read.
You can't talk shit and you a fat bitch, man.
She's
Chill
not
out
fat.
on my nigga Peter, man.
What makes you think she's fat?
Ain't no profile picture, man. She chunky.
Whatever helps you sleep at night. Yeah, but Peter, what are you? You never asked that question.
Yeah, I'm Team Peter, nigga.
No, you want Team Peter.
You want smoke with Peter, nigga? You got smoke with me too.
See how he's fucking mad Iranian dick?
Fuck you mean, nigga? I ain't no
He's
mind. I'm a
mad
nigga, man. You got
Iranian
smoke
I know.
with Peter,
I know.
nigga.
I know.
You
The
got
PlayStation
smoke with me too,
in your
nigga.
mouth.
Fuck you talking about,
You got
nigga? Y'all ain't
bozo in your
on shit,
mouth.
nigga.
You lucky you a Crip, cause I would have
Gobble
packed you up.
gobble.
Oh my mama, you know right, nigga.
Nigga, I'm rolling 60s. Get the fuck out of here.
You know right, nigga. You not in the States,
We a
nigga.
big. What, nigga? I'm in New York City. Are you fucking
Man,
stupid?
drop your location there, nigga. How about
West
that?
116. Come.
Nah,
Come to
drop
West
it in the
116.
chat, nigga. Drop it in the
Come to
chat.
West
I don't wanna
116.
drop it in the chat, gang. You tough.
I am tough. I just told
Tough
you.
dropping in the chat there, nigga.
West 116.
Drop it in the chat, man.
Come. You a fucking.
You not
bullshit
tough,
fucking
nigga.
shit. Stop talking.
Drop it in the. I'm still waiting for that Addy.
I said West 116. If you go
Drop
write
it
it down.
in the chat,
Go
man.
write it
I'm not
down.
about to remember that shit.
Go write it. Well, then you're not bad then.
You ain't like that then, man. Don't come up here disrespecting my nigga. You're not fucking like that, man.
I dropped my Addy. Now what's next?
Where's the Addy? I don't see
I just told you where I live.
Man, bro.
Come to West 116.
Boy, I got peoples in New York. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Drop the Addy,
Okay.
gang.
That's nice. That's nice.
Drop the Addy, bro.
I just did. What are you?
All right, hold on. Let me put it in my notes.
Black nigga, what the fuck?
Say it again.
West 116th. Come.
Bro, you giving me a street name.
That's where I live, you fucking
You're
idiot.
scary as hell, man.
Okay.
See, you scary as fuck, nigga.
Nah, it seems like you're scared.
You scary, nigga.
Nah, you're really
You can't
scared.
even
It's
give me
okay.
your whole address, nigga. You want me to pull up to a fucking block. You're
That's
scary.
where I live. What the
You're
fuck?
scary, man.
Okay, brother. Okay. This is what
Scary,
fucking really
man.
scared do. You give them
You
what they
scary,
ask
bro.
for, now
If
they
you
don't want
weren't
to come.
scared, you would give
Shut
me your
the fuck
address,
up.
nigga.
Shut the fuck up. I just gave it to you.
No, you didn't, bro. You gave me a block with your scary ass. And you got your bitch down here. Your little fat bitch down here.
All right, watch your mouth.
Like
Look,
your
listen, you don't have
mother.
to be disrespectful, you know? Because this is what black
I
people
ain't
do.
being disrespectful,
Ah, you
bro.
are. Because
If
if
the
I
bitch
called
is
your
fat,
mom a
the bitch
bitch,
is
'cause
fat.
if I called your mom a bitch, you'd be crying like
You can call my mama wherever the fuck. I don't take away that the bitch is a fat bitch.
See, it's the problem with black Americans. I have no
Fuck
respect
you,
for
nigga.
anyone. That's why you're not getting reparations.
I showed you respect till you fucking started
I didn't disrespect
disrespecting
you,
my
did I?
nigga. You was
Oh, fuck this
disrespecting my
nigga,
nigga,
bitch.
nigga.
Fuck this
You
nigga,
don't gotta
Peter,
disrespect me, nigga. Why
fuck
you
bitch.
talking to
Suck
Peter,
my dick,
nigga? Fuck you
nigga.
talking
Suck
about,
my dick,
nigga?
nigga.
You ain't
Come do
finna
something
talk
about
to
it.
that
Bitch
nigga like
ass
that,
nigga. Come do
nigga.
something about it, nigga. Bitch ass nigga, you little
Fuck you
fucking
talking
pussy
about,
ass
nigga?
nigga. Ah, fucking buku ruku your whole shit, bitch.
You and that fat bitch.
Fucking lamb on,
nigga.
bitch. Ah, fucking empty the whole clip. Pussy ass nigga. Talking about
What you
bitch
talking
ass
about,
lame ass
nigga?
nigga. Whole ass bitch.
I don't even want that bitch. I wouldn't even touch that nasty ass bitch.
It's okay. I want to touch your mother, hoe ass nigga. I won't even touch that
Shut the
bitch.
fuck up. I'm done with you. I want to talk to this fat bitch. Come off mic, bitch. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, man. I ain't finna talk too crazy, Peter. The hoes, ain't that bitch a hoe? See how they just got the fuck out, man. Fuck wrong with them bitches, man.
Thank you.
Blur, man. Peter got goddamn soldiers, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
You're my commander.
Yes, man. I go to war for you, Peter, man. Well, fuck with you, man. Even if it's on the app, man. Them scary ass, whatever the fuck they were, man. They weren't about that life, man. Fuck is they talking about, man? Shout out to my nigga Peter, man. Hey, all that shit, no more, bro. Hey, motherfuckers talking shit, man. I ain't going. If I'm on this stage, bro, I ain't going for that shit, man. That shit's slow. Fuck they talking about?
Uncalled for. What you just did was uncalled for.
Nah, nigga.
I'm gonna
if you
call
ain't
Dr.
gonna
Umar
apologize
last
to
week,
my
nigga.
nigga Peter.
He
shut
called me a
the fuck
terrorist.
up,
The fuck?
nigga.
Suck my dick, nigga.
Apologize to that nigga Peter, nigga.
All right, I'm gonna apologize. Don't worry. Peter, I'm sorry, you're Sharmuta Ibn Kahwa. Tufalek ya Kahwa Ibn Sharmuta. Alzebia maniac. Toof. Toof, toof, toof. Yeah. I apologize to him in his language.
Peter, translate that for me, man.
I understood toof, 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 and kafir. Kafir means somebody out of circle of Islamic culture. And toof, toof means spit, I think. He spitted.
He just cursed you out, Peter?
No, he's lying.
He's nothing
He doesn't
more
speak
than
Arabic. He doesn't spek Arabic. I apologize.
Give me the
You
nigga translation,
spoke
Peter.
mainly language. You did not speak Arabic. Otherwise, I could have understood a couple of words at least. More words than kafir and toof, toof, toof.
Give me the nigga translation, Peter. Did he apologize to you?
No,
I did. I did.
Kafir means that we will clear.
Get your ass down there, nigga. Apologize in the chat, nigga. Or you can sit your ass in the goo. Alright. You and your bitch. Your bitch is still down there too, man. Tell that bitch to hop on the treadmill, nigga. I knew she was fat. That shit tried to cover her fucking face, man. She ain't do it good enough, nigga. Fuck both of y'all, man.
I apologized. Now can we move on from this?
Peter, do you accept his apology?
Sure. Let him continue to say.
He said sorry in the chat.
Thank you.
Okay. I accept your apology, King.
You got to get off the fucking plantation. That's what you need to do. Stop letting.
Hey, I'm making money right now. I'm laying in my bed making money right now, gang.
West Coast got to offer?
Hey.
This is the West Coast is on nowadays?
Hey, it's called sports betting, bro.
Who you betting on, nigga? What the fuck? The WNBA? The NFL?
I bet on it all, nigga. I'm in bed making money right now.
Who you bet on?
I bet on basketball, baseball, football. You know what I mean? I bet on everything. I'm betting on some tennis right now.
See, this nigga's better than me. I don't watch that shit.
You know? So, yeah, man, I just want y'all to appreciate my nigga Peter, man. He's a good guy, man. You know what I mean?
Wait, but he should apologize for calling me a terrorist. That's only right.
Peter, did you call this man a terrorist?
Yes, he did.
Because he was wearing like him, Bin Laden.
For being a Peter, Peter.
I just went to war for Peter. So if you called him a terrorist, Peter.
He started this shit with me. That's why I did that shit back.
But he is not needed in the disco king. You see.
Where you been at, Pepe? You been hiding? You been keeping your distance, man.
You guys have a room like the last few days.
Yeah, we haven't had a room in like a day or two, man. Like, you know. They said you've been keeping your distance, man. I don't know how true that was, man. So I had to ask you.
I keep my distance on anybody. Like 2 or 3 days ago, you guys had a room. I was in it.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe you was in the room, man. You know, doing your typical cutting up on the niggas and shit, man.
Yep.
But man, we ain't really talking about much, man. They was trying to come at Peter, man. King apologized. No, you bitch, you still ain't apologized. I don't even know why I let you back up here.
You was disrespecting her. You a hypocrite.
I didn't even say anything.
This nigga's a hypocrite. You want to call a woman bitch?
I could disrespect. Yeah.
I bet you if it was a white woman, you wouldn't say that.
Of course not.
I definitely would, bro.
No, he wouldn't.
Oh man, brother, we on good terms now, King. So you feel me? Let that fat bitch handle her own shit, brother.
You see my picture, PTR.
We on good terms now, man.
Wow.
So you don't gotta, you don't gotta. That's you right there. Nah, that ain't you.
Yeah.
Nah, you just changed your whole photo, man.
That's me.
Nah, it's not you.
That's me.
Nah. Cause this girl right here looks fuckable. Like you wasn't. Nah, that's not you, bro.
That's me, bro.
Is that where you're at? You're in the UK?
Can you not hear the accent?
Like baby.
I'm from the state. You know, I really pay
Okay.
attention to stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm from the UK.
Damn, yeah. I mean, if this is you, I might owe you an apology.
I mean, listen, Timothy, water under the bridge, eh?
Can someone translate that for me, please?
She's British, not important. She's on default against Iran.
I mean, damn, man. Is this how they coming in British? So is she black? Like
Somaliland, maybe from Somaliland.
Is that true?
No, I'm not from Somalia.
But I think you might be.
So you don't consider yourself black, even though you're black?
I'm black British.
You're black British?
Yeah.
You can't. There's no such thing.
There is.
No, you're a black person that's a British citizen.
No, but it's the terminology. What I tick on the census is black British. So yeah, I'm black British.
It's interesting.
Right?
Right. I believe he got off to a bad start. I don't know how to pronounce your name, you know.
It's Maheta.
Maheta, you know. I got a passport, man, so you know, I wanna come out there to the UK one day, man. The British. You know, we should stay friends, man. We might link one of these days, you know, you never know. Just don't, you know, I just didn't like how you was coming for Peter, man.
I didn't come for Peter.
All the British people first come for me when they.
No, Peter, I'm not gonna argue with you, bro.
Because they wanted to write political.
Peter, who's political?
They will never accept responsibility. What they do, they move.
Just ignore this Jen Day. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
I mean, I've never heard of Black Britain before.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know that was such a thing.
Saying black British is like saying white Gambian. They're
no, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah. Oh, you don't like it when white people can
Chinese from Azerbaijan. Chinese from Azerbaijan is as similar as Black British for me.
Well, we was speaking I think you guys, we said Hamas, and then all of a sudden everybody just came flocking up here, man. So
No, I came up because I heard Peter say that he loves America more than life, and I just wanted to know why. That's the only reason why I came up. I mean, I love America because I've been there, right? But I just wanted to know.
Country?
My favorite country?
Mm-hmm.
United Kingdom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you like black people in the UK the most?
I like all people. I like all people.
Okay.
Right? Like, I'm not gonna like you because you're black, and I'm not gonna not like you because you're black. Like,
why can't you?
What?
Why can't I believe you?
Why can't you believe me? Peter, maybe you need to dig deep and see why you can't believe me.
If I had to pick between like saving a cute little, I don't know, British girl and like 1,000 black British people, I'd choose the cute little white British girl.
I'm glad that you feel that way.
Yeah.
Because I feel like no child should die, right?
Yeah. So let me put it this way: if a million Black British kids were gonna die and only one cute little white British girl was gonna die, I would pick the cute little white British girl.
I mean, if you're into little girls, that's all on you, my guy. Like,
I'm into saving them for sure.
If that's for you, that's all on you, my guy. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
well, men protect women and children. That's what we do.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
when I say save, like
you have a severe interest in little white British girls. This is very concerning.
Saving them, yeah, because they end up growing up to be white women.
You want to? Oh, okay. So you're a predator.
No, you don't. If you're preying on someone, you don't save them. Yeah.
And you said they grow up to be white women. So you're taking your claim on little girls? Is this what you're doing?
No, but in other words, they'll be productive non-hoes that don't have like 5 baby daddies. And
why are you pussy watching? Why are you watching?
Oh, because ultimately we have to pay for them with our tax dollars. Because it costs money.
Interesting. Very interesting, Pepe. I mean, may you get the help that you need with your severe interest in children.
But those hoes will need help because they can't pay for their children.
You're really interested in children. This is very strange. Pedo, is this the case?
Well, no, that's not the case. We end up having to
sounds like it from what you said.
Oh no, I don't want to pay for their children. In fact,
I mean, you said you want to save little girls, little white girls, so they can grow.
Yes, because they're less likely to commit crimes that cost money in the future. Absolutely.
Interesting, very interesting, Pepe.
It's not interesting. It's actually just common sense.
Pepe's a pedo. I don't know. That's what I got from Nation.
Oh, you got to pay to pedo jacket me because that's all you can come up with. That's
I
nuts.
mean, no, you want white little girls. That's what you just said.
Oh, yo, Timothy, I forgot to tell you something.
Oh, I would save. Yeah, I'd save them.
No, you said I
said save. I said if I had to choose between save.
Let them duke it out. And
beautiful white women. So you're preying on little girls so that you can groom them into being
groom them. If you save,
you're a groomer.
If you save, like let's say you from drowning.
Okay, I don't speak.
When you save a woman from drowning, what doesn't end up happening? If you don't
Pepe, I'm using the words that you said.
Raise them? No, you go home to their family.
I'm using the words that you said. Maybe you need to think before you speak.
Oh no, I'm using the words that I said, but you are trying to twist the words that I said. You're just a desirable woman that listens.
No, I'm not mad. Listen, I'm not a little girl.
No, you are mad.
I'm not a little girl. I know I'm not your target audience. I know you want little children.
Oh no! But I save a child. Actually,
I'm using what you said against you.
Do one better. I would
save what you're saying.
I would save a 95-year-old white woman. I would save a 95-year-old white woman or white dude. That's about 2 years away from death.
It's okay.
Before I would save a million black children.
That's okay. Weird, but it's okay.
No, but
you want a granny because she has no teeth, and you want a child so you can groom her.
I want a gummy job. That's fine. But
what?
You. Yes, King.
Yeah, I find it funny how a Jew is talking about the prophet like that when in their book they give little boys head when they're born. So I don't think a Jew should ever talk about some shit like that ever again.
So do y'all just be slandering each other? Like the Jews 100%. Say some bad shit about the Muslims.
Jews are monkeys.
Say bad shit about the Jews.
Let me tell you something. Jews are jealous of Muslims, 100%. Why? Because we actually listen to God. They don't listen to God in any way, shape, or form. They'll find any loophole or any single way to cheat.
That's why they need Shabbos Goys. That's why.
What happened?
That's why they need a Shabbos Goy, because they need someone that will help them break the rules.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the thing that they do. They have a Talmud saying that everybody that's a non-Jew should be raped, pillaged, and all this crazy shit. So then you sit here and wonder, what the fuck? And then they cause people to hate Muslims because Muslims stand against the shit that they do when it comes to fucking up the world and stuff. So you let me know.
They're natural what do you call it? Subversive people. And they subvert like the most monkey people there is, Muslim. Then The Christians have to deal with it. Like,
no, because the Christians do whatever the Jew tells them to do. That's just what it is. It's the truth. It's not a lie. It's the truth. Because I stand up to these people's bullshit, i.e. Tucker Carlson, whatever the fuck his name is, Candace Owens, and all these types of people.
You know these people that say they're Christian, 9 out of 10 times they're all lying. They're all Zionists as well.
They're just white like fucking supremacists. That's really what it is.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm a white supremacist for sure.
You're a fucking faggot. No one.
And you want more girls as well.
I would only support Israel being a Christian state. In other words, we put a flag on that flag. We make the Jews bow down to us because they're going to hell.
But do you hear what they say about Jesus? Like,
that's why they need to accept Jesus and they need to pray to Jesus.
Well, you can't tell people to do that. They hate Jesus actually for full passion. Actually, Muslims don't hate Jesus.
Don't you think that's kind of weird? Like, why do Christians like someone that apparently they hate their God?
Because they're cucks.
Yeah, quite literally. That's what it is.
Because you have these evangelical Christians, and basically somebody
tell them to stop that shit.
Oh, I would, because evangelical Christians are a bunch of stupid faggots with churches and strip malls, and these people.
Wait, strip malls? What that mean?
In other words, you know how like you see like the Orthodox churches, the Catholic
Vatican
Church
and stuff like that.
Yeah. You notice how they have like their own little. They're old school because it's a religion that's been around for a couple thousand years, whereas these evangelical Christians, there's nothing traditional about them. That's because it's basically an Americanized, watered down, retarded version of Christianity. And they believe that Israel, the state, needs to be preserved, and they don't really love Jews. They believe that Jesus is going to come back, and he's going to either accept him, or they're going to go like he's going to banish them to hell. But according to them, even Jesus is going to send most of them to hell. So that's why they support Israel, whereas most Christians is that the term Israel is not a state or that Jewish people in, it's the church, and so we don't have a religious reason to support the state of Israel. So basically, it's just that distinction is why you get these so-called Christian cucks who, by the way, are not
really Christian, basically.
And so
your standard.
Yeah, that's just a real difference.
Yeah.
Pepe, what's Christian?
Well, like the original. So most Protestants are not evangelical. In other words, they are dispensationalists, I should say. The ones that believe in the state of Israel has to exist. The Orthodox, the Christians, the oldest versions of the church, they all say that Israel is the church. That's been the case since the beginning of Christianity. The evangelical church, that didn't really take off until about 100 years ago.
What do you think about Catholics? I know you guys have problems and stuff like that.
Well, I was raised
Catholic. Are Catholics Zionists as well?
No, they hate Jews.
They don't hate we're told. No, I mean we're not allowed to hate other groups of people. Like I troll,
but you know what I mean. They dislike them. They're against them and all the stuff.
No. They're not. No. We're not allowed to be like. Okay, historically, the Catholic Church was, I guess you could say, fairly anti-Semitic.
They're not. Okay.
But you had Vatican II in 1965, which stated you can't collectively blame the Jews for the death of Jesus, and that our covenant didn't supersede theirs or replace theirs, and so they have their own covenant with God. But that wasn't the church's message throughout history.
So why did that man come off mic and say that Christians are really Zionists?
Oh, I don't know.
He was just talking shit.
Well, most of them are. Like, not any. I mean, now it's becoming like they're not, but most of them around the world are.
Are you talking about what I said?
Yeah.
I can't lie to you. There could be a lot of Christians out there.
Please, before you speak, though, where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from the UK, bro.
Okay.
God damn, another one?
Yeah, I'm international with it still.
Hey, bro, if it wasn't for us, you lot would be speaking French. Why are you saying goddamn another one? Like, it's never that serious, bro.
Is that you in your profile picture?
Yeah.
Your language still sounds like French because I learned another language.
What?
Are you mixed with like Vietnamese or some shit?
You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. How you know?
He looks like a Vietnamese person in the picture.
Malone, he's hitting on you, bro.
So
Nah, he's actually right. I thought he was like Vietnamese or maybe Japanese or something.
Why? What's that got to do with anything?
We just trying to figure out who you are. That's all.
Listen, I'm AI. Well, hear me out.
No, AI is not this stuff.
Go ahead, man. I wanna hear why you said Christians are Zionists.
Listen, shall I tell you something? Christians, well, the real Christians and Muslims, we do have certain in common in it, but one thing we have absolutely zero in common is the Jews and Hindus and so, you know what I mean? These Jews, bro, they're too influential. It's got to be stopped. It's got to be stopped, fam. It's got to be stopped, bro.
So on a scale from 1 to 10,
like behind us, like
sure. However you do it, you're Muslim, so you can say it's like 5.
Pepe, a Jew can come up to you right now and say the most atrocious thing about Jesus, peace be upon him, and you would look at him and not do nothing. Do you think it's the same with Muslims, bro? Shut up.
Jesus, said some wild stuff about Jesus in front of me.
Yeah, well, I know Muslims don't blaspheme Jesus because he's a prophet.
We would never.
Yes, it is.
Why is it so easy to become a Muslim?
No, sir.
You just have to be Muslim because we're not like Muslim.
Religion in the world, bro.
I was told that
I've
the
said the
process
Shahada like 20 times just to say I'm just kidding. I'm leaving Islam.
I was told the process to become a Jew is extremely hard, but if you want to become a Muslim,
takes like 3 to 5 years.
It takes like 3 days.
Yeah, because it doesn't take it doesn't matter about your race or anything. Like
your mother has to be Jew.
No, you can become a Muslim it just in under a minute by doing the
Shut the
Shahada.
fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck
No,
up.
this is dead serious though. Like, I have a lot of. I've been told the process to become a Muslim
You don't know
is
fucking your
shit.
country. You don't know shit.
Oh my god, man! This is why I got your bitch ass. I got your bitch ass,
Fuck
man.
you, man. Fuck, listen, 9/11 was
Get your bitch ass out of here, man. Go ahead. Anyways, I was told. Why is it so fast to become a Muslim, man? That's just all I want to know.
This religion doesn't care about your race. It just worries about if you
Neither does it care about your race, how you look, who you are, where you're from. If you just simply believe in Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, you're good to go.
Well, both Christianity and Islam are universalist religions, so they both seek to convert people. In other words, they proselytize, but it doesn't matter your race or any of that stuff.
I think you should be a bit more accurate. It's not seeking to convert people; it's seeking to express the truth. You know what I mean, to all mankind. That's the main goal.
Yes. I'm sorry.
You said that.
No, I was wrong. I was
should
wrong.
Be a bit more accurate, bro. But
yes, I should. It seeks to convert you, and for you to accept, the Jesus's, like unconditional love and him, whereas Islam, what they want you to do.
Oh my God! What about Islam? We don't care about those brownies.
Yes.
Oh my God!
And to
We need to go rape and kill those
do
people.
jihad.
Jesus Christ, shut up.
That's the
Yo,
main
someone
difference.
shut this guy up.
I'm surprised Hitler didn't kill the.
Yo,
I'm not a Jew, so
No, every time I turn off hand raising, they just come up saying, I'ma just leave it on, man. They be tweaking every time we get a religious title. But go ahead.
yeah, I mean, one wants you to submit. Literally, isn't what isn't is that the Islam? Isn't that like translated into like submission?
Yeah, submission to one God and one God only.
Which makes
You know, I'm not
absolute
gonna, I'm
sense.
not gonna.
Imagine, bro, imagine if there was multiple gods. Imagine if there was 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 gods. Do you not think there will be conflicts?
Most definitely, bro. But can I say something, Malone? You know, I'm not gonna try to like, just for mutual respect. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go too in with Christianity, but I just don't think that submission is unconditional. You know what I mean? To just love and believe that your sins will be erased regardless. If you just believe in that, you know what I mean? I think it's something that was created by people who wanted power, who wanted to seek an agenda, and wanted obedience. You know what I'm saying? And but you know what it is with Islam, yeah, like it's just the truth, bro. You know what I mean? You will be forgiven. However, if you commit certain sins, if you take people's rights, if you take people's lives, the Almighty Lord yeah, knows how to deal with you, and He will deal with you. However, He's still merciful. But you know the thing about Pepe, he was out here talking about, oh wait, I've said the Shahada so many times. I've said the Testament many times. You know what we call you? We call you the Munafiqun. You know that, right? You are a hypocrite.
I've actually never
You,
said the
bro.
Shahada
You know what I'm
before.
saying? So don't bother by saying it.
Yeah, I've never actually. It's called, yeah, see, I think most people here knew I was trolling, even when I was talking about like saving one white kid versus 10,000 black kids.
Don't you think religion is untrollable, though? And don't you think that's a red line nobody should cross?
When I say the Shahada, see, I didn't blaspheme your prophet or anything. I said I did something personally.
You get shot in your face.
And you're okay. Are you trying?
No, all I'm saying is you can't do certain things because you got 2 billion people on this earth that are willing to die over it.
Oh my God, they're willing to die over it.
No, yeah, 110%. Why would you ever put yourself in a situation like that? Yeah, bro, it's the truth, man.
You said people are willing to the Shemata.
Yeah, you see that he's now basically telling us what extremists they are.
So like if it was just had on the Shemata, you would blow them up or something.
And we believe this world is temporary. Do you know what I mean?
So what would you do? Like, are you blowing them up? Like, what are you doing?
That stuff is IVF stuff.
Listen, yeah, if you diss, I can't like think ain't even lying, bro.
All that terrorism stuff.
Let them land, man. Let that nigga land, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Let the nigga land, man.
Yeah, I had my alarm. Bro, all I'm saying is like, just cause, bro, we love the Prophet more than our own mothers, more than our own fathers. So what on earth makes you think you can come up to a Muslim and say it's about a Prophet? Do you not see what happened when that French thing tried to draw a picture of the Prophet? My nigga, she ended up dead 24 hours ago.
I believe it was Charlie Hebdo, the painter.
What was it? The white dog. There was a thing that done it as well. They all end up dead. But you need to understand, there's 2 million people that believe the same thing. 2 billion and a bit. And it's still the fastest growing religion, bro. So,
but here's the thing: is that like in other religions, you can do something sinful, but like in Christianity, hold on. But in like for example, Catholicism or Christianity, we can't like kill them for saying Jesus Christ or making fun of Jesus. He'll meet Jesus at the time that he dies, and he'll either be accepted into heaven or not. And so, what is sinful? Hold on. Hold on. What is sinful would be for one of us to murder one of God's creations because he was sinful. That's the number one difference.
That's exactly what the Jews done to Jesus, apparently.
Yeah, but what it didn't. Okay, but according to Jesus, those that were sinful, they would have to. When they died, they would have to face of God. But what Jesus said when he said like those without sin cast the first stone. He's not. It is sinful for us to persecute other people because they, let's say, are blasphemous.
So y'all do it to Muslims all day because the Jew told you to?
When do we do that to Muslims?
Well, every time on the news, there's always some Christian reporter, some dumb guy saying some shit about Islam. Yeah. Muslims call this down the
Can you give me an example of where us Christians we encounter Muslims who don't accept? Hold on. Who don't accept our religion, or who insult our religion, where we end up killing them just for that?
Oh, when you guys went to Iran, went to them, killed them.
We didn't do that over.
Iraq and Iran are two different countries.
Yeah, basically did.
Iran
and every time Trump speaks, he's like, "Oh, I'm against Islam."
Iran is big enough itself not to be able to judge with one united for itself. When you put Iran beside Iraq, it is different shit, completely two different.
I know. Countries. I'm saying they go into majority Muslim countries.
Chicken and go to toilet, or you eat meat and go to toilet. Those are two different kinds of shit. Like gay. The shit quality is different.
Wait, why are you bringing up Thailand? I don't. You go to Thailand, Peter?
Difficult for you to understand or not? The example.
Because you don't know what I'm trying to say.
That's you said Iraq. I don't know.
I said Iraq.
Iraq and Iran. You said something like this.
Yeah, so like you have people in the government always saying some shit about Islam unprovoked. It's fucking crazy. Like, why are you on my dick? Get off my dick. Get our dicks out your mouth. Like, no one cares. Muslims don't care about nobody else but themselves. Like, it's just weird how everybody's so focused on us.
You're wrong.
Who do we care about? We don't care about no one. We just want to live our lives, pray 5 times a day, and fast. That's it.
But then, I'm just curious though. Why do we see like Boko Haram? Hold on. But in Africa, we see them going into certain villages, and they'll literally just kill anybody and everybody that's Christian. There's videos that come out this year.
I have been trying to explain something. That don't make sense. Okay, so when it comes to these terrorist organizations like Boko Haram, ISIS, and all this stuff, these are U.S. and Israel funded things. ISIS is both basically Israel. How come ISIS attacks every Muslim country except Israel? As soon as they attack Israel, they apologize. See you?
Ruckus.
That don't make sense.
That's it.
And then when it comes to places like Al-Qaeda and all these other like terrorist organizations, America has a part to play with it. In Israel, America and Israel did was go to these Muslim madrasas, all these masjids and stuff, and teach them how to become terrorists. This is what they teach them, how to make bombs and all this stuff. That's what they did. So now when, they go to, this is what they did. They went to the dumb Muslims that are like extremists that don't know shit. And then like just taught them how to do all this crazy stuff. And now, when they need them to do the things that they want them to do to make Islam look bad, they tell them and they do it. It's stupid, So when it comes to these terrorist organizations that everybody talks about, this is mostly American funded. Like Boko Haram is funded by America. America said that they funded Boko Haram, the RSF, and all these things, terrorist organizations that kill other Muslims. And you can't kill the Muslim because you'll go to hell. So it's like...
Yeah, but you can kill other groups of people. That's sweet.
No, you're not supposed to. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Unless you're at war with them. But we're not like the Jews.
There is a way around
what's interesting?
Muslims too. As you can see, Muslims are the main reason to kill another Muslims. And that
you're just upset, bro. You're just upset.
The reason behind that.
No, you don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Shut up.
You're sick and tired about the regime, man. We're trying to hate you, man, bro.
We let
Peter
talk around here, man. To be killed is by another Muslims.
Go ahead, Peter.
One of the main reasons for Muslims to be killed is by other Muslims. It's just by the order of, for example, somebody is out of the circle of their religion. They
cue the music.
The person is not as radical as them. see the person as a non-Muslim in that moment. They
No,
are
no, 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 no.
thinking both of them are Muslim, but they kill each other because both of the sides see the other side not non-Muslim.
That's what Shias did to Sunni
Alright, Peter, I
Muslims.
got a
They
question for you. So you know how America, one sec, bro. You know how America bombed the school childrens and that, and that. What do you think about that? You're from Iran. What would you say to that?
It
Like that's
was
a
the
non-enemy.
responsibility
You know what I
of
mean?
the
Target.
already based government. The already based
So what do you think
government.
about it?
It was their education system's safety, and they need to answer to the parents of
Are you
the.
trying to justify?
Sheik, can you tell me how do you feel
No
about
way.
like in
No way did
Sudan?
you right now make the
Well,
Iranian
Sudan.
people.
Well, hold on, Sheik. How do you feel about like in Sudan when you have a bunch of Muslims that would go into churches and
those
schools
guys
and
are not.
slaughter all of the Christian boys
No,
and
that was in
girls?
Egypt.
No,
Never heard
I
of
said
that.
Sudan.
Never heard of that.
Oh, really, Darfur?
It's Sudan.
Okay.
Darfur, no. In Darfur, all those guys are majority Muslim. Why would they attack Christians? When all that thing was about was just
Yeah,
colors.
it's entirely Muslim now.
No, it was mostly Muslim the whole time.
Oh, I know. What happened to the Christians? Why is there a South Sudan now? I wonder.
No, South Sudan. Okay, that thing is because of the same thing, the UAE and Israel that worked together, to cause problems in that country with Egypt. Egypt had a part to play too.
That's interesting. Why aren't the Christians killing the Muslims, and why aren't any other religions killing each other?
They
in the name of
did.
their
They
religion?
did World War
They
One
do.
and Two. They did Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They did Bolshevik
That
Revolution.
wasn't based off religion.
All of these. No, but this wasn't Muslims, bro.
We were bombing Germany, but that had nothing to do with
But
Christianity.
they're Christians, though. But some of them are. A lot of them are Christians. You know, a lot of them are Jews. A lot of them, like, why are we?
And no, when we were bombing Germany, the Jews were in camps. We were not bombing Jews.
They were at camp.
But you guys were fighting. You guys were fighting each other. You guys killed 60 million people, right? You guys did Hiroshima, Nagasaki, right?
Okay, but that was once again not the name of religion.
But Pepe, then why is it then when there's 2 billion Muslims, we're going to focus on small militant groups in like halfway around the world?
Because they're the only ones doing it in the name of religion.
Right. So then.
Wait, hold on, Pepe. What do you mean? Like, are you not aware that the biggest atrocities that was created during the time of slavery, that transatlantic slavery, that to justify the actions of those slave handlers, they used to tell these people about God and use religion.
Oh, sure, but you know what's really funny is that we can look. Hold on, we can look at
you compare that, to the little stuff you're talking about now.
Right, no comparison.
Okay, but but let's go back to the slavery thing, because what ended up happening for many more centuries was literally the enslavement of the black people by the Muslims. In fact, their version of slavery was even more harsh, and they castrated every black male that they ended up take place.
Even more harsh. Are you trying to literally compare the lesser of evils? Is that what you're doing right now?
Right.
So the
But no,
Muslims
you were trying to do this whataboutism when it came to Christians who had slaves. But in reality, you Muslims were doing it for a lot longer, and you guys are literally the ones that were originally brokered the slaves to the Christian Europeans.
Christianity was allowed. King,
but we're in the
why did you enslave? Shut up! I want to ask King, why did you enslave my peoples?
I did not enslave your people. I'm African myself. What are you talking about?
You said the Muslims.
No, that's a lie. They didn't enslave West Africans.
Yeah, they did. You guys. This is why
they did not enslave West Africans. What are you talking about? It was only Christians that did
West
that.
Africans, you enslaved Europeans, you enslaved all kinds of.
I'm West African myself. I'm from Senegal. What are you talking about? We got Islam through trade. So next, all these Christians want to talk
is
like
this a lie?
Yeah, because they didn't. They ended up taking your people and moving them to the Middle East. They didn't end up enslaving them there in Senegal. Jesus,
that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. It's not like Christians. Y'all Christians need to stop the bullshit. You came into African countries. Hold on, wait. Let me speak. Hold on, wait. Let me speak. You forced Christianity onto these Africans. You killed Africans that didn't accept Christ as their Lord and Savior. That's what Christians is. Muslims, you guys need to stop that bullshit.
Sure.
Because that's what they be telling me, King. They said the Muslims enslaved my peoples.
Bro, you're West African.
This is okay. So Himothy, if you were to look at like, for example, the term Abid, that is literally it refers to slaves, which is synonymous with black people. So
That's Arabic, right?
Even in Gaza, yeah, it's Arabic, and so even in Gaza, you would probably notice, you would see a couple of the terrorists. There was a very prominent video clip where it showed this dead, mangled woman in the back of a truck, and they were driving into Gaza, and you'll notice that one of the armed people was visibly, somebody of sub-Saharan African descent. They do have a small population of black people that come from the Abid quarters in Gaza, where it's basically the black former slaves.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Yeah, it's absolutely
true. No, it's not. See, you're fucking spewing bullshit.
You guys enslaved black people.
No,
well
who was you guys?
Before we did in Europe.
He's speaking on the Muslims, brother, not you in general, but the Muslims. But I just want to prove to this.
Wait. There's some truth.
Did the Muslims enslave my peoples, man? I want to answer, nigga.
Muslims are responsible for this.
The Europeans and the Jews enslaved your people.
Thank you. Oh, I'm done. What am I doing here?
This is so retarded. You can even look at North Africa. You can look at Syria.
What does North Africa have to do with West Africa?
North Africa. Well, to be fair,
and accepted it.
The Arabs and the North Africans, the people that hate the black people, okay, like the Moors. So these people in North Africa, first of all of those countries were Christian, and then the Muslims ended up taking over. And then, they literally enslaved black people for centuries before Europeans ended up having sub-Saharan Africans as slaves.
You know, the Europeans came to Africa because of my tribe, right? Because of Musa having all this in the world. That's why they came there. And he was already Muslim already before they even came. So I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody was forced into Islam in West Africa. I need to stop that bullshit. You can't Timbuktu this, Timbuktu that.
They didn't give them an ultimatum, like you convert.
Yeah, you can live your... Listen.
Or you end up leaving. Okay.
Okay, wait.
Hold on, wait. Let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question. So we pay taxes in America. It's the same shit. Like, what the fuck do you Christians love to pick and choose bullshit for, bro? What the fuck? Jizya is basically taxes, and they pay less taxes than the Muslims. So what are you talking about? The fuck? It's just for protection.
It's a completely... You basically...
so what's our point of paying taxes then?
You basically relegate anybody who's not Muslim to being second-class citizens.
Everybody was treated equal. Everybody's treated equal.
This is either takia or retardation. It's
not retardation. I'm not going to lie. So we can move on from here. You know? Like, if you go against the rules that I put there, then that's you. You know?
Oh, yeah, Islam. So you go against, you get the sword.
Why do Christians do this dumb shit? Like, you guys do the same thing as well. No, wait. Legend, wait. Hold on. Wait. You know what I find funny about Christians? You guys are dishonest. You guys are fucking hypocrites.
Hold on, King.
No, wait. Let me finish.
Let me finish. No. You wait, nigga.
He's being a hypocrite.
I had something to say, nigga. I put in Google, did Muslims slave black folks? They said yes, Muslims did have black slaves. Over 12 centuries, millions of black Africans from regions like Nubia, East and West Africa were enslaved and traded across the Sahara, the Red Sea, and the Indian Ocean into the broader Muslim world. So we were enslaved by Muslims.
Who's we? I wasn't.
I said my peoples. But you said, you was denying that my peoples was enslaved by Muslims.
Yeah, because they got a narrative to push, bro. Everybody got a narrative by Europeans. I don't think the slavery was the same either.
Our slavery compared to theirs is completely different.
And I think that's the context, right?
That's what I was trying to say, bro.
Hey, niggas is trying to justify and compare slavery, boy. Master House, he can let us wear clothes.
Y'all didn't. We was butt naked.
Listen, black American shit now.
Explain
So stop that shit.
Explain it.
The slavery was us is
listen, the definition of slavery has evolved.
like the way that
slavery that for example the North African Muslims would do towards both whites and blacks was actually far worse than chattel slavery. They would literally shackle you. Hold on. They literally shackle you to in the galley. You shat and ate where you were forced to row for the fucking ship. And once you were too tired or sick to continue, and this is of course after they castrate you, they just threw your sick ass overboard. I mean, this is literally the humane the slavery that Muslims.
That's a lie.
And what I find it ironic is that they literally castrated all of the blacks that they fucking enslaved.
So Pepe, are you gonna have the same smoke for what Israel is doing? Because that's another religion that's been slaughtering Muslims and Christians. Come on, Pepe, be courageous today. Say something about Israel. You won't do that, will you, Pepe?
Wait, is this King?
Come on, Pepe.
But
don't mute up, Pepe.
It's lovely.
Pepe, this is your moment of like 50 minutes of retardation.
He was cursing at Jews.
Pepe wants kids anyway.
Well, I mean, I can say whatever I want about Jews, but here's the thing. Muslims who think that I will be critical of Israel. Hold on. You guys will hear me be critical about Israel, but you guys think that it means that I think you monkeys are on the same side as us.
We don't need you. That's the problem. We don't need you. We don't need you. We're 2 billion strong. We don't need no one.
Boy, slop, piece of shit, just call us.
Why is he calling everyone in the room a monkey?
He's a fucking white supremacist like me.
Have you ever seen a... Hey, look. Have you ever seen a...
You know, white
pansy shaved ball?
DNA, Pepe. PP.
You ever seen a chimp with no hair?
DNA, PP. You're the Neanderthal.
Has anybody ever seen a fucking chimpanzee with no fucking hair? Did you just call me a monkey, nigga?
With thin lips, with wrinkles on their lips.
With a little bitty baby dick. Get the fuck out of here.
PP. You have animals. We don't.
Right. Y'all grow hair.
Whatever makes you guys feel better. Whatever makes you guys feel better.
Okay.
Pepe, you better not say that again, boy.
Okay.
And I didn't call black people monkeys. I called the Muslims monkeys. Get it right.
Well, that means right, man. He didn't come for the blacks, man. So blacks, man. Let the Muslims handle this. He did not come for the blacks. Let the Muslims handle this. He came for the Muslims. He did not go for the blacks.
You can joke with Muslims, no problem. You joke out as much as you want.
What did Peter say?
I am not that sensitive. You can joke.
Wait, you're Muslim, Peter?
Peter look like Lester. Grand Theft Auto 5. He look like Lester.
Nah, but all jokes aside, even if maybe they did, I don't know. It says that they did, so we're gonna go by they did, right? The way that Muslims would enslave people, or you have them as slaves, is very different from Christians. You guys cut off black people's ball sacks, use them as pouches, used to use them as alligator baits and shit like this, And
the pregnant women belly open and fed it to alligator. I use our skin for furniture.
We pull out black people's teeth.
None of this shit ever happened.
This did happen. What the fuck?
George Washington had his slaves' teeth in his mouth. How nasty is that? That's
literally.
I'm gonna take it a step further. Thomas Jefferson had a whole ass black wife with his white wife, had kids and shit with the black wife, and then didn't get him a goddamn thing after he died. They put him out and said, "Go fend for yourself, niggas. Fuck them kids."
see, like it's things like this that Christians are dishonest about.
Hold on. That's false. It was way worse than that. It was way worse than that. He didn't have a black wife. He had an enslaved person, Sally Fields, and he had children with her.
Nigga, Sally Fields? Hold on. You wanna give me some history like I don't know what I'm talking about?
He enslaved his own children.
I've been to D.C. I've been to Thomas Jefferson House, okay? They told the story straight like this.
That bitch he loved his regular wife. After he died, they treated that bitch like shit and kicked her out.
Do you believe him though?
He
Do you really believe
treated her
that, man?
better. He treated her better than her than his crazy. She was enslaved, and her children with them were also slaves.
You're not listening.
When he died, he set him free. He passed them to his fucking kids. What are you talking
Brother,
about?
you're not listening to me. That woman lived in that house with them kids. He wasn't beating them. He wasn't starving them. He loved them. After he died, whoever the fuck you just said, you're correct. They treated them like fucking shit after. Shit. That's why the kids is telling, go on YouTube and listen. The kids will tell you Thomas Jefferson loved our grandmother. He blah blah blah. He raised them black kids like they was his kids. Not like fucking slaves.
They were slaves, bro. What are you talking about? They were,
But
they
you're not
weren't
listening
free,
to
and they
what I'm
weren't set
saying,
free.
bro. They wasn't outside picking cotton, doing chores, nigga. They was in the crib,
Does that
learning
mean-
how to read and
Bro,
and
that's
eat.
insane. That's insane, bro. So because they weren't outside picking cotton,
Bro, I'm not
which
saying
Thomas
that they
Jefferson did
weren't
not
slaves.
have a
I'm talking
cotton
about their
plantation.
treatment. I'm talking about their treatment
You know,
while
the
TJ
two
was
pence?
alive.
Let me just give my 2 pence.
And after he died,
Let me just give-
that's
Look,
all I'm
really,
saying.
yeah. I'm just guessing that you're gullible and naive, bro. You're gonna really take your sources from them. That's an unreliable source, my friend. And you
No,
understand?
I'm talking about the kids.
Bro, you don't think
the
there's some agenda here
descendants.
going on?
No, it's the descendants.
Boy,
bro,
how do you
these
think
people.
they'll look for the public image, bro? How do you think they'll look at Thomas Jefferson, man? Don't you play with me?
I'm talking about.
Sheik, how you gonna dispute the man when you?
Hell no, it's Chris. End the room.
Like you fucking Sheik.
Yes,
I don't know which brother to believe, man. Brother Skrilla or Brother TY, man.
Well, look, listen. I just
All I'm
want to
saying
say.
is, white people know that we're superior.
Okay.
They can't handle that.
All right.
Hold on, let me finish.
Yeah, but you're not superior.
Hold on, let the
That's
God
the only
speak.
thing.
Hold on, let the God speak. He right about that. Go ahead.
Let me say this. Let me say this, and I'm done. I don't want to give a soliloquy, but white people know that we're superior. They're intimidated by us. They fear us. They hate us because they're not us. And if anybody that tells you different, they're fucking lying. Okay,
And
look at
listen,
these white
if you
girls
don't
now.
believe-
Look at these white girls.
if
Look
you
at these
don't
white girls.
believe what
Look,
Skrilla
let me
said-
say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. Look at these white girls getting these big ass lips and these big ass BBLs, and they want darker skin, and they wearing fucking. They want to look like they got lace. They wearing. Why are white bitches wearing wigs and lace fronts now?
Nah, but
Exactly.
Hold on, let me take it. This how you know Skrilla, because every other race is allowed to progress, help their own people, except for us. That should tell you something.
It's and the world will get together on that shit. White, black, Asian, Indian. Nobody the black man succeed. Y'all can say, oh, y'all just love saying it's the truth. We're hated by everyone. Everybody hates us. And I'm gone.
I want to respond to something in the comment section. People like to say that the Prophet was racist. He came from the lineage of a black woman, so we're going to cut that shit right now. And he was the first one to free one of the black slaves so they can live their lives. So, where do we go from there? Oh, Pepe, like you like to pull all this bullshit like Muslims enslaved people, this, that, and the third. They could have done that. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But you guys did way worse.
Actually, we
At least
didn't.
we give our slaves rights.
Yeah, that's total bullshit. Like you guys
We
literally
gave them rights. It's in the
you guys
Quran.
literally
It's in the
enslaved
Quran.
people in more of a
What the fuck we
cruel
talking
fashion,
about?
and you did it before us and for longer.
Wait, no.
Bullshit.
There was eras before Islam that used to enslave black people. I'm not going to deny that. They did that. That's true.
PP, you forgot the dark ages of Europe when the same people you accusing of slaving their own kind taught you motherfuckers how to bathe and not sleep with your livestock? They could have enslaved your stupid asses, but they didn't.
And there was black Muslims that did that too.
They brought in mathematics and science and shit like that, PP. Like, do you know the correct PP?
He just knows white supremacy.
You're making this a black versus white thing, but literally this is about religion because we're talking about. Okay, no, you're. I don't know why
I
you're
was
doing.
curious
You
how
guys
it
want
would
this to be a
begin
black
to
versus. Hold on.
race thing.
Palestinian blacks come from
You guys
Senegal
want
and
this to be a black
Somalia and all
versus.
these places.
Hold
They
on.
went there on their own.
Hold on.
Stop
Hold
lying.
on.
Somalis, bro. We ain't never got
Hold
there,
on.
bro. I'll take that.
Do you guys want this to be black versus white, or is this about religion? They're two different fucking things.
Every 3 fucking words is Muslim. Muslims kill each other. Muslims in South Sudan did this. Muslims is the only fucking race that kill each other in the name of Allah. Shut the fuck up.
Muslims isn't a race. It's a fucking religion.
Y'all are the worst fucking religion. Christians, Israelis, you motherfuckers.
That's two different religions.
Sheesh.
I just think people need to be honest and get off Muslims' dicks. If you're gonna say that shit, say the same shit for your people. Be fair.
Hey, but
Muslims don't love to do that.
Muslims, Muslims are some of the most nicest people I ever met in my life. I haven't even met a lot of violent Muslims.
It's a flip side to that coin. Them niggas can be also the most evil you ever met in their life. It's a part of their religion.
But they're supposed
to be.
Listen, I'm not playing devil advocate. I'm not doing the what if game. What I know,
it's not what if, nigga. I'm telling you, my father's a Muslim, nigga. I can tell you,
being
nigga.
a young brown skinned man, Muslims ain't never been my motherfucking enemy, gang. You heard?
Where you live, bro?
I'm about to be 40. I'm not a jit. Muslims ain't never been my fucking enemy. It always been Europeans and Jews, okay? The Jews, the Jews ain't never been me, nigga. Took me off the streets, nigga.
Yeah, they always
some
got
bread
token
in my
niggas.
pocket,
They always
nigga.
got token niggas, Timothy. That's how they get
Man,
you,
them
bro.
niggas ain't no token niggas, bro. They could have hired, they could have
bro.
gave anybody else that opportunity, man. Token.
Listen,
that nigga, he could call me a token, but I bet you I'm making more money than that nigga.
Who make more money than who?
I bet you the Jews is paying me better than you, nigga.
Well, I ain't gotta work for a Jew. I work for an American company. And I work for one of the biggest companies in the fucking world. And I bet you don't make more money than me.
Yeah, I bet you the Jews is paying me better than you, man.
And I bet you they digging in your butt.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? Jews is known for paying handsomely if they like you, but they also know for being
That's
stingy.
literally what they do.
They also know for being stingy type motherfuckers.
They will cheat the fuck out of you if they feel like you're not on their level or they don't like you. They will cheat you. It don't matter how much money they got. They just some stingy ass niggas.
I mean, the Jews, the Jews I ran across, man, I haven't ran across too many, but the ones I have, just like exactly how Legend said, man, they shown me nothing but love, man.
But guess
they
what,
bro? Orthodox. We talking about Ashkenazi Jews, the synagogue.
Yeah, weird white ones. I ain't talking about I'm not talking about the Semitic. You could be talking about the Palestinian kinds, the Semitic ones. I'm talking about the white Robert Kraft, Michael Bloomberg, the vampire-looking motherfuckers.
From Russia, from Germany, the Ashkenazi.
I'm talking about them. I'm talking about them vampires, nigga.
Okay.
I'm talking about them niggas, the ones that skin look like they melting off their face, but they just won't die.
A brown skinned man in America, I don't hate one demographic of people, man. Matter of fact, I don't hate anybody. I don't even use the word, but I do realize the bullshit atrocities that certain demographic of people is running around committing. You understand? That doesn't go to say, oh, I hate all Jews or I hate white. No. I don't hate anybody.
I hate Zionists.
I just hate what these
white
doing to the world. That's what I hate, what they're doing to the world.
I'm a liar.
Legend, are you talking about the terrorism, the Muslim extremists, or who are you talking about?
Yeah, she's a troll. Thank you, Bima. We appreciate you.
I'm just curious.
That I hate.
You're talking about harm. I'm wondering. Damn.
I hate Zionists. I hate white supremacists. I hate black supremacists. I hate them niggas. I don't believe no human should be hating another human. I genuinely.
Now you gotta stop. Because there's no such thing as black supremacy.
Well,
gang.
I'm talking about. No. Let me say this. Black supremacists that go so far, so we should just start killing white people and killing people that hate us. That's not the way. That's just gonna give them a reason to exterminate us even more.
Keep
Let me finish what I'm saying.
With wooden signs, then, motherfucker.
No. What I'm saying is that's gonna give them more of a reason to kill us, more than they already do.
Y'all
That's not
already
the approach
dead.
that we need to
Y'all
take.
niggas is already walking dead. Why not die for a purpose? Die for a fucking cause. You are living in a system that was never.
Are you talking about jihadis?
You are living in a system, Skrilla, that was never designed for your substation or your growth, gang. Die for something or fall for anything, gang. Fuck.
Well, I can say
Already,
this.
in the month of August, there's been 16 jihadist terrorist attacks around the world in 9 countries, killing 137 people, injuring 200.
1948.
Hey, B-Ma.
That's just for the month of August.
Hey, B-Ma, how many kids has the IDF raped and fucking murdered?
I'm just couldn't tell you. IDF is trash, so.
How many bombs, Netanyahu? How many apartment complexes?
You don't have to.
Why are you bringing up the IDF when we're talking about Christian versus Muslims, and then you're bringing up the IDF?
No, we're talking about Israel. We're talking about them.
But Israel. But I just gotta say this: I am concerned, though. Okay, because we want peace in the Middle East. Obviously, I mean, we're hoping 21st century at some point that should happen. I mean, like the world. I think everybody's a little exhausted by the Israeli-Palestinian, situation there. But this is what's interesting. I have a question for the Muslims in the room. I was just reading an article. Are you guys familiar with the Muslim leader called by the name of Yunus? Islamic scholar Yunus Kathrada? No.
Where's he from?
Okay. I think he's currently living in Canada.
Okay.
Okay. He is teaching at like youth Islamic in Canada, British Columbia, etc. That
Can you talk a little faster by any chance?
Well, sorry. Okay.
I know legendaries from Harlem just like me.
Okay, right. Basically, he's saying that only Muslims can live in Palestine, and you have to get rid of all of the Jews.
That's not true.
This is what he's teaching.
Mm-hmm.
This is what he's teaching, and so I'm wondering, as like this, how prominent is this scholar, and then how do you determine when somebody? Because we're not talking like a priest. We're talking about a scholar, someone who is teaching people who practice the religion to interpret the text. And this Islamic scholar is, hey, look, we know Jews can be in Palestine. We have to get all the Jews out of Palestine. No infidels. This is Muslim land, and only Muslims can
What's wrong?
live in Rome.
Bima, is there a problem with that?
Yeah, of course. There's. I can tell you. Sure. Yeah. Well, hold on. You asked me the question. You want me to answer?
No, you said yes. You said of course. So look, he showed us where.
Would you want me to tell you why?
Is mass destruction. Why was they exiled from 107 countries, Bima? For no reason?
Okay, hold on. This is the thing. The way that you're talking, because this is collectivism, right? You're talking. We've already come to the moral. Don't laugh about it. You're not responsible for anything that other people have done. You're only responsible for what RM does, right? When you want to collectivize and say that a group of people, and then everybody's like now 10, however many years ago, okay, that's primitive. It's ignorant. It's the ways of the past. This is like reptilian brain. We're smart enough to know that only the things that you've done today are what you're responsible for. And so I want to know, Not, bullshit tribalist, because that's what it is. It's tribalist, it's caveman stuff. It's pounding the chest, caveman stuff, okay? I want to know, okay, how you can collectivize a group of people, because guess what? You're going to say that a place on the planet is only you can run, or only Muslims.
Isn't that what Israelis are doing?
Hold on. No, that's what he's teaching. He's teaching that only Muslims can be in Palestine. It's the same idiocy from Jew, that this is the Jews' land, and the Muslims are, this is the Muslim land. Fucking ignorant, primitive, tribal caveman shit, and there's something wrong with.
Okay, but no, let me answer that thing real quick. It's crazy because when Muslims, Jews peacefully, Christians lived there peacefully, all three lived in harmony. Who came and ruined it was Israelis. So whatever he's teaching, I'm not really with that.
You know what's so funny, King? I said ever since 1948, when they became a state, a country, whatever you want to call it, a nation, they've been calling nothing but fucking mass destruction.
Yeah, killing other Muslims, Christians, all that.
The question is redundant, because this is my thing. It's like, okay, cool, right? If I move somewhere,
I'll just remind you that we are not colonialists.
If I move somewhere, King, and people already inhabit that place, is it my right to tell those people to move out of that place?
No, it's not.
I'll just remind you.
See, but here, this is the thing though, Legend. I agree with you, okay? I am definitely, when I study the timeline of what I usually like to start around the fall of the Ottoman Empire, right? I think that what happened in that region of what we will call Palestine, for the sake of communication, and understanding.
You're talking about the right.
That's well, no, it was never called Israel, not until later. But I'm saying we're all on the same page when I say Palestine, okay? Because we got to remember there wasn't a country called Palestine; it was an area, empire, okay? Kind of like when you have inside of a state in the United States, there's like an area. It's not an official area, but there's a name to it, and it brings jurisdictions, counties, right? And so they couple it, you understand? So anyway, this is my point. My point is, okay.
Out here talking. Fuck wrong with y'all niggas.
Thank you, Timothy.
We're monkeys and apes.
So I agree with you. I think that what happened is trash, and I hate what's going on in Gaza, and I'm with you. But what I'm telling you is I hear this primitive bullshit from the Jews, and I hear it from you guys too. So you know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at like, wow, that's some trash.
But I'm telling you, I don't agree with that.
Their holy land, blah, 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 fuck off. Hold on. And the Muslims think that it's their holy land. And now they both think that new human beings on the planet today are somehow, through ancestry, that they believe that they have some special right to the. Listen, it's
you already agree.
It's disaster. It's evil. Don't you understand that that's the evil? But don't you understand that that's the evil?
Okay, but I don't agree with him. I don't agree with that.
It brings death and destruction.
Yeah.
But who's bringing the death and destruction? And if you agreed with me on the
Shush. I need to get a new voice in.
Yeah, I was trying to speak.
You can speak after my nigga Kadesh.
He's a Zionist Jew.
He can be a Zion. Hey, he ain't speak yet. I've heard y'all speak. I need to hear him speak.
Thank you. First and foremost, thank you very much, Timothy. I appreciate that. Yes, I am 150% Zionist Jew. I'm proud of it. And let me tell you something.
And he's South African.
We were the original Palestinians, whether you like it or not.
Get the fuck out of here.
We were the ones who created what we call Israel today. Thank you very much, America, for your assistance with helping us do that by recognizing us as where we should be and who we should be. But we don't need, effectively, you guys to tell us how to be and how to act. We will protect ourselves first, and we will make sure that our country
lives for what it is today and forever. Thank you very much. I land my
Yo,
plane.
Timothy, you see this shit?
Can I please talk?
Hold on. That brother just talked for 30 seconds, man. Y'all niggas be talking for 5 fucking minutes. Take some fucking notes, niggas.
I never talk that long. But Timothy, this the shit I be talking about, bro.
I'm a new speaker. My name is Sue. Can I please speak?
Go ahead.
You can go after Legend. Go ahead, Sue.
No, she knew. You said you wanted new speakers. I go after her. Thank you, though, Timothy. I go after her. Go ahead.
Thank you. The last brother, the last person who just spoke, he sounds like he comes from Australia. Now, if you come from Australia, did you not suffer, or did your people, yourself, right? Did you not do your own genocide over there? How dare you go to Palestine and say yourself self-recognized? Hang on, I have not landed yet. You're self-recognized people, right? How did you go all the way over there? Did you not already have a country? Because Jews are not hungry when it comes to having land. They have plenty of land. They have places to live. Why were you so starving? I have not landed yet. Let me land, and then maybe you can answer. Okay. How did you get to something? Nation to get rid. They gave you somewhere. They gave you a land that nobody was supposed to be living there. But apparently there was people. You're a stealer, you're a thief, you're a liar. And by the way, you're a baby killer.
Oh,
Yeah,
and another
okay,
thing,
hold on a second.
No, let's talk on a side note.
King, let him rebuttal so I can speak after him.
Ask me a question, and it's an important question. So I've listened to your question, and here's the answer. We are living thanks to the grace of Allah. Allah wanted us to be in this land because He promised us Beni Israel.
Never.
Beni Israel is ours,
Never.
and we are there living the prophecy of what Allah has given us today, whether you like it or not. So if you want to be true to yourself, follow what Allah says. Even in your Quran, it says, Beni Israel, Bnei Israel, the people of Israel shall be promised the land, and we are there. Thank you very much. So, in order
it says was, bitch.
In order for you to understand,
this the shit I don't like.
In order to understand, we are not colonizers, we are decolonizers. We are coming back to what was promised to us.
This is the evil that I'm talking about. Kanitla, thank you for the example. Kanitla, he just gave the perfect exhibit of the disease of this bullshit ancestry, blah, blah, blah. This is the evil that's perpetuating death and destruction in the reading. Thank you for the exhibit and explanation and example.
Can I say something real quick? Let Legend go, man. Legend been waiting, man. Shout out to my nigga Khalid, man.
Can I go after?
Thank you, Timothy. She took the beat to beat. Like, this is my thing, Timothy. This is what I don't like, bro. The fucking entitlement, right? It's bad enough Americans is paying these motherfuckers health care. We're paying for their college tuition. They get free money in their fucking bank account until they're 21. Each mother gets $1,500 for having a child, like all for our fucking tax dollars, bro. Like, they didn't shoot in the paint with us. They wasn't shooting in the gym with us, gang. This dude comes up here with his fucking entitled ass when he's not even, and like B said, right? She's tired of the ancestry bullshit. Well, you're just like them $5 Indian Europeans, right? Because you're not fucking Muslim, dude. You're not a Muslim, dude. Your fucking bloodline derived from Germany,
I'm a Jew from Judea. From Judea and Samaria, I'm a Jew.
You're Jewish. You wish you were
from Judea and Samaria.
You're Aussie, oi.
I'm a Jew from Judea and
You know
Samaria. I follow the will of
Yo,
God.
Legend.
You're a Gentile.
Yo, Legend, you want to know what's so funny? This nigga right here is South African, and he's Israeli at the same fucking time. So not only did he oppress his ancestors, oppress black South Africans, he's doing it to fucking Palestinians. So what I want to understand is, you little fucking Catholic bitch, when I catch you in Australia, you're not African, you're fucking, you're a colonizer. You're not one of us, bitch. You're not one of us, bitch. You're not one of us, bitch. You're not fucking one of us, bitch. You're not one of us. I'm fully 100% African. You're a fucking invader. You're the fucking colonizer. You people cause the fucking world problems. And don't worry, God's gonna handle it. And you was making up a lot of lies saying Allah promised you a land.
God already is handling it. The earth, mother.
No, yeah, you're right.
Listen,
but the thing is,
has been vibrating at a higher frequency the last 20 years.
What's this African?
The sun is heating up everything, bro.
You're not South African. You're from the Netherlands.
Peter, can you help me determine who's telling the truth? Which of these guys is telling the truth?
I'm telling the truth.
I think that the person who claims the
truth is in the eye of the beholder, says Allah.
Africa is a continent.
I'm not here to gain influence. I'm just here to speak what I know.
What, Peter?
Your position.
Can you repeat that, Peter?
Africa is much bigger than your mouth. Why do you think that you can talk on behalf of the whole continent as one person? You are, for example, from one country, Africa. Africa is for you to comment with one comment.
I'm from two African countries, actually.
South Africa, Egypt, Chad, Nigeria.
Africans are the first Palestinians. We are the true Palestinians. That's
Somali. You say, I am African. I talk about Africa. Those are different words.
Yeah, do you say Africa?
He's not even African. He's not African. He's not African.
Peter hates Africa.
Beaver, I'm the Beaver. Hold on.
Hey, Keith.
Beaver, I don't think a guy from Iran should talk about Africa. That doesn't make sense. I'm calling out this guy that's claiming to be South African. Shut the fuck up.
No, I trust Peter. He's very smart. He's a great oracle of knowledge, so I want to hear from him.
You're just race baiting. You're not even being honest.
Peter, go ahead.
I am honest with you. Africa is a big continent. You cannot proxy with one person. This guy wants the credit of the whole continent. It is too big for you.
No, it's not too big for him. Pause.
It's not, but okay. What I was saying was...
It is not, because you want the importance. You want the whole credit of the whole continent.
Motherfucker!
Of course you say it is not. But it is much bigger than you.
How do you know how big my mouth is?
Hey, yo.
That's getting
now y'all niggas flirting with
from the grace of Allah. I am in my
Hey, yo, Peter. But all jokes aside, right? This guy, he's South African. He's already oppressing black people in the country. And then, on top of that, he wants to be Israeli? That's too much, bro. That's too much. And then he lives in Australia. What the fuck?
Just for your information, in South Africa is a black country. So, you know.
You're not fucking black. You're a divorcee. You're 36 plus. You're a divorcee. The fuck? You pay child support. You don't even pay child support. You don't pay child support, nigga. What the fuck is this? Pay your child support, bitch.
Didn't the whites make South Africa really nice and prosperous?
No, they didn't.
They ruined it. They did. They stole all the diamonds and the oil and the resources and raped the women. They made it a wonderful place.
Yeah, it was a wonderful place if you call it a Holocaust. You know what? It was a wonderful place if you bloody killed New York.
Of our people.
Allah. No, hang on. You keep saying the word Allah, right? But can you say God and not put the word plus on there or minus? Like, can you put? Do you love Jesus? Do you love Jesus? Wait.
He's a Yahweh.
Allah.
He's like disingenuous. He's somebody who will mock Christians. He's just a piece of shit.
Oh, now you want to get with me against him,
bro?
The fuck?
PP, why you got such a small macro? PP, why you got a macro?
Allah. What my God, my nigga say? Allah.
All right, calm down now. Calm down now. Now you're taking a piss. Relax.
What Michael, my nigga say, man? Allah.
Calm down with that shit now.
You see, the will of Allah has given us the grace of Israel.
Shay, do you not want the mic, nigga? One mic on my nigga Shay. Allah.
It's okay, I'm in public, they won't be able to hear me. Somebody read my PTR.
B'nai Yisrael Mitzrayim, Beit Yaakov Ma'am Loez. If you understand that, you'll understand that Allah has given us the grace to be and live in Israel as Zionists.
Where is Jesus? Is Jesus in his own?
They're not Christian, they're Jewish.
Where is Jesus? Where is Jesus? I want to know because I love Jesus. Where?
Peter, can you read his PTR for the class?
Peter can't read. He's illiterate.
Sorry,
PTR.
Nah, that shit is too much, bro. It's a small.
Can somebody remind me where it says in the good?
You gotta put that shit in AI.
That it was promised to the B'nai Israel, the people.
Because you don't follow your own religion. Your religion. You cannot go back until God tells you to come back home. So are you Israel or a Jewish? Decide which one are you, because your Torah tells you, your Torah says that you cannot go back. The land is not yours until God tells you.
Allah is doing it, not me. I don't control myself.
Allah doesn't say shit. We haven't heard Allah say anything. Now you want to remember Allah. Now you would. So Allah said, "Yeah, murder my children." Allah said, "Yeah, murder the babies." Why can't you be living in peace? What did Allah say? Did Allah say rape my people? Did Allah? Did he say
Allah
that?
told you to blow up fucking apartment buildings. Allah told you to
never
fucking.
said that. Calm down.
Allah told you to fucking cut off babies' heads and laugh on TikTok and shit. Y'all fucking weirdo, fucking weird ass fucking cavemen, bro. That's what the fuck y'all are.
And they don't even call God that. They call him Elohim.
And it's just the
y'all stop with that shit.
Skrilla, it's just the male. The women is cool. We like black men. We love women of all races. It's just the males. They're parasitic. They're cancerous to the fucking world.
You think that woman is any better, Legend?
I wouldn't.
I promise you they're not.
I train them to be better in the doggy style position.
She's a demon.
Better. A stroke at a time. Trust me.
Hey, you guys see that Israeli woman that's building house over there in that she's ahead of the freaking the snake, right? The ones that what's her name? What's her name? She's a demon. What's her name? You know the demon. What's her name? What is the demon name? Tell us the demon.
She's my sister, Daniela Weiss.
Daniela. Yeah, that demon. Yeah, that demon right there. That demon. That's a devil right there. She was Lord have mercy on.
Hey, Sue, let me ask you.
Why do you keep bringing up Allah when he said your people? Hey, we have a new brother on stage, man. We gonna let that brother talk, and someone can grab the mic later.
Allah! What's going on? Me and myself, I'm a Christian. Go Jesus. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, no man can get to the Father, without going through Jesus first. I think everybody should know how much Jesus loves them. He is the way, the truth, and the light. You know what I'm saying? He is the only way. And everybody needs to know how much he loves us. You see, I'm not here to necessarily down any other religions, but like I said, Jesus is the only way, and he is the only one who can forgive you for your sins and wipe your sins completely clean, right? And so we were given grace from God, and a lot of these other religions, they teach you to try to work your salvation, a work-based salvation. Is you can never do something. You can never do something to the standard of God. So that's why that would never work. The only way to gain salvation is for God Himself to count righteousness unto you. That's why Jesus is the answer.
All right, question. Wait, hold on. So what Jesus are you talking about? Which depiction of Jesus? You talking about Yahweh, Yahshua, or you talking about Caesar Borgia?
Right. So what you have to understand is what I will agree with you is, yeah, it was a whitewashing of Jesus. Everyone knows that, but that's just the image. So I think you and I both can understand, just because somebody creates a drawing or a picture, that doesn't actually make him Jesus, right? That's just a painting. So what I'm saying is, Jesus isn't two people. Jesus isn't somehow Jesus.
So why?
And he
So
isn't.
why would I
Hold
pray
on, let me
to
finish.
Jesus
Let
if
me
his
let me
name
finish.
is Yahshua? Why would I pray to Jesus? That's
So,
what I'm trying to ask you.
so you do understand that that's just a English
You forget to
translation.
me. I am
You
P.
second, when you do understand that's just the English translation, right? In the Bible, according to Matthew 28:18, Jesus tells his disciples to go preach the gospel to all nations. How else can he preach to all nations if he's speaking Hebrew and he's in
He's
an
a
area
true
where they
believer
don't?
of Allah.
Man, 1 second, stop coming off the mic. How else can he give the message to people who doesn't speak the same language as him? Or any disciple, right?
We all
They
speak
have to
the
be
same
able.
language. We
Hold
speak the
on,
same
hold on, man.
language. It's the
Stop
language of
coming off
Allah.
the brother. Please stop coming off the mic real quick.
Stop letting him talk. Allah.
What I'm saying is, if I wanted to communicate with somebody who doesn't understand my language, I would have to know their language. So that is the reason why we can translate, right, the words of the Bible that was in the Hebrew and the Greek. They just communicate it in whatever language that person speak, and it's just that simple.
All right, so look, I agree with you because your Bible knowledge is more extensive than mine. So I ain't finna debate you, right? I just want to ask you one question. Do you practice what you preach, good brother?
Yes, sir.
All right, no disrespect. It's hard to tell because in your you look like a Miami dope dealer, my boy. Your ass look like Nino Brown in your picture.
Right, but it doesn't matter what I look like, because you got to understand, God doesn't judge your appearance. God judges your heart. So what matters is what's in your heart.
Yeah, brother. King Solomon was in drenched gold and chains and watches and bracelets. If you go back and read your Bible, King Solomon wore gold everywhere.
I know that. I was just fucking with him, Skrilla. I was just fucking with him.
Yes, his carpet was Iranian. Iranian suit carpet for King Solomon.
But it wasn't a good printer there.
Using me. What's this saying?
Where did the South African guy go?
Oh shit, man. One mic on my nigga Thug, man. One mic on Thug, man. Allah! One mic on Thug. Allah!
Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. Come on, Thug. Shake the room up, Thug Bully.
One mic on Thug. Allah!
Son, tell these Jews and these Zionists how you feel, son.
Where my Muslims and my terrorists at? If you that go y'all back. Spend that shit. Spend that. Now what's going on? What's the topic?
Thug Bully a Christian. Let me find out, gang.
Nah, you a socially awkward nigga. You ain't got no filter. You'll say anything, nigga. Can I just add to the conversation, please? I don't want to come in with none of that shit. Let me,
You came in trolling, brother, but one mic on you. Allah!
Yeah. But let me see. Jews and Muslims, Christians and Zionists. Wow, it's a lot of them motherfuckers, yo. It's a lot of Jews, a lot of Muslims, Christians and Zionists. People try to tell us that Zionists and Jews are different, right? They want to have categories where you can say you're a Zionist and not be a Jew, right? Because that's how the Jews get to use you and pay you for being one of them. See, that's what that means. It means that you're an honorary Jew by saying that you're a Zionist. The Zionists are the ones that work for the Jews. The Jews are the ones that want to control everything. They want to tell you, they want to take away your freedom. They want to take away your freedom of speech. If you go to Israel, they're not sharing the country with the people who were originally there, sharing it with the Palestinians. So if they're not going to share with the people who were there before them, imagine what they're going to do to you.
These people want the entire world to work for them. They want everyone to be slaves. They're not sharing with anybody. Just look at how they conduct themselves. What country is the Jew in that he doesn't have his own community, he has his own everything, and nobody works for him unless you're like a foreigner that can't speak their language? That's how they operate. You come to Williamsburg, Brooklyn, you'll see all the Jews in their community. Nobody black lives there. You go into a development that's got over 60, 70 units in it. There is no black people, no Spanish people there with them. They live always by themselves. They don't want to share with no one.